Hi everybody, welcome to Sahlen's Legacy. It's me. It's Danny. That's me. And,
It's me,
It's
Mario.
everybody else too.
Hey
guys.
We've got another full house for you, everybody.
Full house.
So I am your DM and hostish guy for this. Ryan's on the board, running, making everything actually work and do stuff and making us sound good and whatnot. And let's go down the line. Let's just introduce ourselves and our characters. We'll do a quick recap and we will jump right in.
Coo. I'm Diva and I play Starheart. She's a gnome cleric / rogue, which I'm super proud about. She drinks a lot and knows little.
Ding. Great. Audio is out of sync again. What a surprise.
Oh no. Especially if I talk like this, does it mess with the audio?
Get out.
Sorry. sorry. I'm Haley. I play Captain Orstone, who is a rogue warlock tiefling.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. My name's Justin. I'm playing Nitsage, and he's a Quailier wizard. He has a heart beast named Hailstorm, and he is currently about to change the game.
Or
Is
he?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh. And I'm Andrew. I play Bubo, who's a Quailier elf ranger with a heart beast named Dumaril, who is an owl-eagle mix. And Bubo has a portrait of himself hanging above the fireplace.
loves
And
that
it's
thing.
With plenty of wall room
Yes.
for
With
more
plenty
portraits.
of wall room for
Came back.
more portraits.
Your quote came back, Nitsage.
Is that what I
That's worse
said?
than killing.
That is exactly
Stealing.
what
That's worse than killing.
I thought
That's
Nitsage
worse than
said
killing.
stealing is the same
Right.
thing
It
as
is
killing.
so not
Like
the same,
4
it is
people have
worse.
quoted
It is
you.
worse.
I feel like they.
That's pretty
Okay,
good.
you know what? To
I like
him-
it.
To him, it's true. To him, it's
Yep.
true.
All right. Can we switch to the other screen for me, please? We're going to roll through all the ways that you can interact. That came out weird. All of the
That
ways
was
that you
awesome.
can interact. All the ways you can interact with our story and our show. So for every $5, you can give our players what is known as Sahlen's Blessing. So it's like a blessing, but instead of a D4, they can roll a D6, and they can attach that to any check, any damage, anything. Anytime a die is rolled, they can add a D6 to it, and then I cannot touch it. Hey! Thank you so
for the
much,
sub.
Flint Bucket, for the resub.
They've
Yay,
subscribed
7
for
months, but a lot
7
more in
months.
friendship. Sitting here visiting with Kirk and Corey. Hi, Kirk and Corey. Hi,
Hello.
Flint Bucket.
Hey, guys.
Hi,
Flint
everybody.
Bucket.
Aw, go check all of them out. Flint Bucket, make sure you check out Kirk and Corey as well. Go check out their channels. They're all super fun, wonderful people and old school checkers and good folk. So do that. Yay. Also, so for $10, you can add to the pool of rerolls for our players. That allows them to, if they say roll a nat 1, it allows them to roll it again and hope for something better. And at $15, you can give me rerolls. So that's DM rerolls, which allows me to reroll their good rolls. They get a natural 20, bye-bye. I kiss it goodbye. It goes away, and I love it.
But not if we bless it. Sorry,
Not if you bless it.
Bless
So we got little checks and balances happening. Every $25, you can drop a character into the story. A lot of them have had some longevity in the story. Some of them don't last long because of the situation that they're in. But others have become integral parts of the plot and the setting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So it's been really fun. It's really fun for me to weave those characters in. So thank you all for doing that. And then every time we hit $100, a boss monster will drop, like last week where Bubo almost died twice. So I mean, these are legitimate threats to these characters. And everything that is donated goes back into our channel. It allows us to get new equipment. As you can see, we have new mics, but as you can see, I am back on a lab because we don't have all the new mics. We still need a little bit more new equipment. We're still working on stuff, and we're still hunting for studio space, permanent space, so that we can better set things up so we don't have giant stands in everybody's faces. We can actually mount stuff, ceiling, all that stuff. So we got plans. We just got to make sure we get there financially and all that jazz. So thank you, everyone, for your support at any level. We very much appreciate it. And most of all, thank you for being here, and thanks for watching and making this so fun for us. So
You are welcome.
with that said, quick recap from last week. Bubo, you woke up to find Nitsage nowhere near your home, your shared apartment on the
To be
residential
fair, I
level.
think it took me a while to figure it out.
And Bubo's pretty self-absorbed, so it all worked out.
Oh, where'd it go?
You probably like ducked under your eye line as you're admiring your own portrait or something.
More than likely.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nitsage talked to him the entire time he was there.
Yeah, I didn't even know he left.
Yeah.
When'd you get here?
you all gathered up, and so you had a war council meeting. You took out Snips. You collected your bounty on Snips. This was actually a couple weeks ago. You got into a fight with a doppelganger who was sent by somebody
Well,
important.
the orcs, I think.
Yes.
The orcs
Oh, yes.
sent
You're
him.
right. Yes. He was a Kurluk spy. So he was a doppelganger who pulled from his own chest a monster that bashed out and started slicing up Bubo.
Oh yeah, that was
pretty
some
good.
alien shit right there.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Didn't like that.
And
Super
then
bad about
we
that.
also stole the ledger from the Mercenaries Guild.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Good work,
I
pal.
pro snuck that out. It was
Oh, yes.
amazing.
The fainting on the couch.
That was amazing.
So at the start of this session, we are going to rewind a bit to figure out what Nitsage was doing at the start of last week. So Nitsage, though you don't necessarily have to sleep, you do tend to take your elven trance of rest,
Right.
your 4 hours.
4 hours, right?
Do that.
But a while back, you recall the time when, instead of being allowed to rest, you were forced to stay in this sort of under-dimension with the demon staring at you. And that is where you started your evening. It is a dark, wet cavern that seems to go on endlessly. There are gray torches on the walls, and in front of you, 50 yards away, is the same demon who just watched you the night before. His name is Thal Alhun. He's a demon who works directly for Kelrek.
Yes.
He sits, he smiles, and again, too many eyes, too many teeth, breathing from too many mouths, salivating at the sight of you. Sir,
What's
Grant,
up?
Thank you,
Thank
Sir
you.
Grunt.
Yay! 12 months!
12
Thank you
months.
very much. Also, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so you're there for what feels like an eternity. The only sounds are these sort of muffled dripping from the inside of this cavern onto the floor. Ripples form and break in odd shapes, like nothing here moves naturally. He just says to you, Master is impatient with you. Master knows you have one day. It's only one, so.
Yes, well, I plan on delivering. I don't see what the need for tormenting me like this is.
I am not tormenting. You being here with me is my punishment.
Oh. How does that...
He is
Why-
a cruel master.
What was your... What did you do wrong?
Oh, I'm answering for something that happened a long time ago, and every word is spoken out of a different mouth on his body at different depths of volume.
Multi-mouth man.
Thal...
Thaul Alhun.
Ah, related to Ra's al Ghul?
Not in the least.
Okay, just checking.
How did you get here?
This is my home.
Your home, but... Kelric... I'm sorry, I'm confused. Where is this? Where is this home?
A segment of hell, you might call it. I was killed a long time ago, but I'm waiting to rise again, much like Master.
What will happen when he rises? What will happen to you when he rises?
We'll see, won't we? You have one soul. You wake up, and there are huddled masses in front of you. You're in the pitch dark of the dungeon level of Copper Forge, where everyone is being stowed to be kept safe. They are screaming and crawling against the back wall to get away from you. Your hands, your arms, your entire body is clenched in this rage. You're drenched in sweat. The blade is drawn. It's already in your hand. You can hear whispers of like, his eyes were black, his eyes were black. Why were they black?
Forgive me. Can someone tell me how I got here?
I put you here. Do the job. Finish the contract.
Who is Thal Alhoun?
He's one of mine.
Do I have to look forward to the same fate?
It depends whether or not you please me. We have a deal. You get power. The shape of that power is to my discretion.
Yes, we do. So one of these, then.
Options.
You see in front of you, there are men, women, children. You see someone in a top hat. You see a bunch of folks.
Sorry.
But everyone looks terrified. But it also looks like before you got there, they were in the middle of their own sort of disagreement. The person in the top hat is being sort of surrounded and kept separate from the rest of the group. But the fear of your presence has sort of flipped everyone around to face you. But you
They're
can
deathly
tell.
afraid?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And again, the whispers continue just being like, it is very similar to the first time you touched the book, where your skin, your eyes, everything was covered in black.
Right.
So you could assume he took control of you, walked you down here.
They're free for the picking.
I'm going to... Man, am I doing this? Yeah. There we go, folks.
There you are. Just don't steal.
He's gonna be there to
Is
stop it.
is
So-
Hailstorm with me?
Yeah, Hailstorm's still with you.
Okay.
And y'all can speak up whenever you like.
You hear a voice from the person in the top hat. It's a small gnome with a scar over his left eye, so he can't actually open it. It's like, see, this is what I told you. I told you you should pay me, and then stuff like this wouldn't happen. Y'all cowering in here like a bunch of scared little bunnies.
What's happening with you right now, Haley?
I am a gnome wearing a top hat with a scar on my left eye.
Clearly.
They're populating the dungeon level for me.
Oh, okay. Were they told about this? Oh, that's not fun, you guys. Oh, that's silly.
Silly!
All right. I'm ready. All right, here we go. Everybody. I'm going to use minor illusion to turn my eyes black again. Tell me
Freak
which
out.
of you deserves to die in this dungeon.
None of us!
Okay, this little old gnome makes her way to you. She has a little cane, and she just says, "Oh, now, Sonny, some of us are a little closer to death than others, but that doesn't mean any of us need to die today. You should just go back to sleep. You look like you need sleep."
But if anyone's going to die, it should be the old lady. Not me. Hi, my name is Jeffrey.
God damn it.
You should definitely kill the old
I
lady.
can't kill him. I'm gonna get so in trouble.
That's right.
Jeffrey Algernon, don't you speak to your grandmother that way. Oh, yeah, I just pulled that card.
Grandma, you've spent a wonderful life here. You can die first.
Oh, no,
'Cause it's not gonna be me.
Why don't we just take out Gabber's man? He's here trying to hassle us for money. We're just down here trying to survive.
Wait. I'm just trying to offer Gabbers protection to all y'all. It's gonna be a scary, dark world when the orcs take over Copperforge. You don't want to become enslaved by them, do you? We are just offering a service of protection for the future.
People. All right.
Can I be more than one person?
Yes.
Okay,
What?
it's gonna happen.
What? So I'm in the dungeon. So, I'm gonna look around and see where the entrance and exit, if there's guards guarding I'm just like, how do I get in here? That's what I'm like trying to figure out.
Okay. You look behind you, and what was initially that one-way valve sort of entry has been replaced.
Okay.
With a series of stairs. Oh, I don't think you were on that mission. But basically, so it used to be a one-way valve because that's where they would dump people to leave them to forget them.
Gotcha.
Dump it to Crumpet.
And but now because its new purpose is to house and protect, it's easier to get up and down. There are people at the doors, and there is a solid door that will slide into place should the mountain be overrun, but it is not currently in place. If you wanted to leave, you could leave, but even the guards are backed up away from you. There's 2 men. They're far down the hall, and they're just like hands on hilts of sword, but they don't know what to do with you. They've never seen anything like this before.
You there, guards!
Yes?
I need help.
I'd say you do, Sonny. You were glimmering like obsidian back there. You okay?
I'll be fine. Listen.
Put down the knife.
Of course. Now, listen, don't be afraid, please. I'm in a bit of a hurry, but maybe you two.
You've been standing there for about an hour. You didn't look like you was in a hurry.
Well, there's an arcane intrusion
Thank
upon.
you for the follow, friends.
Thanks for the follow.
Zalivite.
An arcane intrusion upon myself at this point in time, but I am in my right mind for the time being. This may be this may be a random question, but
Yeah?
who amongst here in the dungeon is the worst person? Who just has a nasty heart and
It seems like it'd be the person that shows up with a dagger shooting out of their arm, wouldn't you say?
I'm a son
I think
of
my
love, and
ex
I can't,
is the worst person.
I can't. Judgment isn't up to me. I'm here to protect everybody, even the ones I don't like.
yes, yeah, I guess so. True. Listen,
He's totally my ex, Steven.
oh my gosh, this is awful.
No, he was awful.
Oh my God, Jeffrey, did you just call my name?
No? Why would I ever do that?
I just heard Steven. It was like an echo from an ugly mouth, just like, Steven.
It's a common name. It could have been anybody else in this
Now you
dungeon.
see what we're dealing with down here every day. Listen, people get into the tussles all the time. You put the knife away, you're welcome to have some bread. Just cool your head.
Yes,
No more black eye funny
Right,
business.
the knife's away, the black eyes are gone. I'm just trying to. Can I be let out? You didn't put me here, so
No,
technically I'm not supposed to be in here.
everyone is welcome. And
In the dungeon?
Yes, we're using it as a safe house for the people of Copperford who have no military strengths.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're housing, the poor, the merchants, and everybody. We're trying to keep everybody safe down here.
Oh,
That includes you, if you want.
yeah, no, yes. I just need a drink of water, please.
Oh, sure. Well, we've got a freshwater well. It's down around the corner. It's fed from upstairs. It's on a pipe.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go down there.
Y'all are gonna let this freak live with us and stay? He could kill us in our sleep. My prices just rise. 12 gold ahead. 12 gold ahead to keep y'all safe and alive.
He doesn't look so bad. He's got a sword coming out of his arms.
Well, what's to say he doesn't just kill you?
You find the well, and it's essentially a drinking fountain.
My head is dunked. I'm dunking my head in that water.
While your head is down there, everything quiets for a moment.
Yeah.
You just have this almost serene moment, and then you just hear pounding in the bone of your skull. Just
I am not patient.
Gosh, Danny. All right. Oh.
Pounding in your head.
Oh, gotcha. Thought I heard a
He's got a plate up there.
One too many hits in the head. All right. All right, so I'm going to raise my head out of the water, just sopping wet. Shake it off.
People are still inching away from you. Just everywhere you go, it's just like everyone's making room.
Okay, it's either my life or everyone. Man, that power feels so good. And technically, I can use the resurrection to save a lot of people. You there, in the top hat.
Yeah.
If... Damn it. Oh, man.
Damn it, what does that mean?
All right. Holy shish kebab. I need help. I need someone to help me. And I need someone who's willing to sacrifice themselves for the good of the cause.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I'm with the group who helped save oh fuck, my brain is good. What's this? Copper Forge during the riots and such. I have a direct line of contact with the Queen, and a war is coming, and I want to know if someone can help me who's willing to sacrifice themselves.
Listen to that, folks. The saviors of Copperforge need themselves a human sacrifice. What kind of hero is that?
Can we do things?
It's not a very good hero to me. I mean, you don't even know how to drink from a well.
Why don't you just... Not that I condone this, but if you want to be a hero, why don't you just off yourself? Why you gotta bring other people into your problems? I swore an oath to protect. I can't in good conscience let anybody walk with you.
And who are you? Do I know who you are?
He's a random guard.
Random guy?
But
Random guard number 1.
You
He's a
may
very
be right,
earnest
but
face.
I think the truth is I'm too cowardice to do anything for myself.
Oh, sounds like we've got ourselves here a pansy bottom.
Grandma called you a pansy bottom.
The woman's right.
Listen, I've killed 5 for you already. That's gotta be worth something.
It's worth 5. I need 6.
Then you pick.
Oh, no.
You feel your body start to twitch and you lose control of your arm. You lose control of your other arm. You lose control of your legs. Your head whips around and your eyes lock onto an infant.
You want me to choose?
Freaky daddy. No, fine. I'll do it. I'll choose.
Good.
Your body slumps and relaxes. And again, everybody's freaking out because you just did like a wacky bone dance. So the guard who was talking to you draws. He doesn't draw a sword, but he does draw a long dagger from his belt.
Granny draws a
Defensively.
frying pan.
Who here is a part of the Mercenaries Guild? Any known?
Nobody raises their hand.
See, I told y'all, we don't need a freak like this around these parts trying to kill innocent people.
Yeah, did you see the way he stared at that infant? He's gonna murder that infant.
The mom's like got her hands on the baby's ears and
I
she's
saw-
like whimpering.
I saw murder in his eyes. when he was
200
looking at
gold.
that
You lot give me
infant.
200 gold right now and I'll take care of this pest.
Oh, you infant murderer! Whack! And she just takes a frying pan.
You hear shlink, shlink. A bag drops.
Well, I think she just tried to whack him with
I
a
tried to
frying
whack him
pan.
with a frying pan,
Oh,
too.
all right.
At the same time, a bag dropped.
What are the coincidences?
Oh, shit. Well, so you see, as you're focused on a bag of gold being dropped by a hand protruding from a crowd, you were knocked out, or at least
No.
Did you hit me?
no,
No.
It was me, Justin.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Roll.
Roll for attack.
Make a dex throw. I rolled
ready?
for her.
Oh, you
attack,
rolled for her?
'cause, Yeah,
Oh.
they're not statted.
Oh, fun.
We're just voices.
A dex check or dex saving throw?
Saving throw.
I'm gonna go on a cricket hunt in a minute, am I?
Yes.
13.
Jeffrey's not doing
You
anything.
get bonked.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you get, you
You
pansy
get
bottom.
6 bludgeoning.
Goodness! From an old lady?
So like a
Cast iron.
Oh.
Yeah, I do the cooking round here, and I work out.
Ouch, that really hurt.
Yeah.
What's her
Listen.
name again?
She doesn't know it. Whatever you
You know
say.
what, Lucille? Don't you worry about it. I got this. And I'll pull out a dagger.
Oh, you know, and then I'll get you
Yeah.
later tonight. Oh.
What are you
Right.
fixing to do? What are you fixing to
I
do?
pulled a dagger and I'm coming at you.
Oh, damn.
No, I can't have this invisibility.
Oh, Lucille, you tenderized the meat for her. What the? Where'd he go?
Everyone's just this dungeon wide.
And then Jeffrey goes, what?
Mommy!
Oh, okay, buddy. Listen.
Where did he go?
You don't have. Whatever you're gonna do, you don't have to do it.
Camo just starts swinging. His name is Camo Crocs, by the way. So Camo just starts swinging with his dagger in the nothingness.
She's an a-hole.
They're his favorite shoes. I hope he kills his favorite shoes.
Anyway, don't judge.
Already did, too late.
I'm going to keep kind of walking around. And did I see who dropped the 200? And what were you saying about 200?
I said, pay me 200 gold and I'll take care of this pest right now.
And a bag of gold dropped at your feet from behind a crowd. You just see an arm. It looked to be a human arm. It was longer than your average gnome, but he was behind a bunch of people.
Longer than your average arm.
Hey, boo boo.
If I beat you, I get the 200 gold.
Well, where'd you come from?
Where did you go?
You
Somebody
leave
tell
Kanajo
me.
out of this, Lucille. That's a good song.
You're still invisible?
Yeah.
Where'd you go, you coward?
If I beat
Hey,
you,
thank
I
you for
get
the host, Lionhead Gaming.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you very much.
If I beat you,
Holy crap!
then I get the 200 gold.
You gonna have to kill me to take my money. Come on out here, boy. Show yourself. Still swinging.
You first.
What do you mean you first?
Roll for it.
Advantage on attack.
While you're rolling, welcome new friends. This is Sans Legacy. We're here on Perception Studio. We have a couple of live play D&D games on this channel. This is the one with the humans. It's a little more grounded, still ridiculous and fun. Wednesday night, tomorrow night is our one with our felted friends, and then Monday nights we have a movie talk show called Cinephilia, and then we're talking about bringing back Quarter to One again. Yay! And actually talking about it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great. Yeah, we do a bunch of stuff. Join our Discord if you want more information, but otherwise feel free, just hang out, join the chat. Everybody's nice, everybody's cool. Now back to the violence.
12 to hit.
I wanted to prevent
That
this
will
from
hit.
happening.
That will hit.
That will hit.
I know, but...
Do I have green stuff in my teeth? So it's Uber.
Let me see.
What's this?
No,
you're good.
Damn it, Uber Baldy. You sure did, buddy.
I like how his name is green on this
distraction.
That's hilarious. All right. 4 points of piercing damage, I believe. Yeah.
Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, right?
Yeah, plus 4. And my invisibility is out.
Oh, there you is.
Now that we can see him, Jeffrey picks up a rock and throws it at him.
And then Steven also picks up a rock and throws it at him.
Y'all better roll from initiative.
Steven, I
now
thought
we
of
are.
it
Now we
first.
have to.
Goodness.
Throwing this rock because I love you.
Easy on.
Oh,
You guys are
I'm sorry for
definitely our
yelling into the
some
mic.
guy.
Okay, my bad.
Wait,
are we
Oh,
rolling?
we're not rolling.
We're not rolling.
Disregard that.
Yeah, what
So
are
we
you
have
rolling
two-
for, huh?
two
Yeah,
rocks
you
and a
get
dagger.
nothing.
It was a natural 20, so lucky for you. My rolls don't count.
Yikes. Yikes. I got 2 1s on that. Yikes, yikes. 2 1s, 2 9s.
21 or 20, not natural.
Alright, you'll be going first. Then you two, then you, then the guard.
What about Granny?
You are Granny.
You are Granny.
I'm also Steven.
No, you get one.
Steven's not getting initiative.
Okay, I'm Granny then. I'll be
We're
Granny.
not all gonna gang up on Justin because Diva wants to kill him.
No, I like Granny better. Granny's fighting.
Uh-huh. I want Granny to fight too.
Cast Iron Granny.
I am casting mage.
What?
What's happening?
Remember, it says, I'm going to laugh so hard if a bunch of random no-name NPCs just stone Nitsage to death and save the world.
I love D&D. So cast mage armor. So I'm up to 14 now. 14 AC.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm going to... Oh, I'll drink that lesser potion, that lesser healing potion that I have.
Okay.
What is that again, please? I'm so sorry.
2d4 plus 4.
2. Oh, plus 4.
I think.
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2, sorry. You guys.
Excuse me.
Oh, I have it right there. 2d4 plus 2. Probably didn't need it, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, fine. 6, 7, 8. So back to full health.
Nice.
Woot woot.
Cool. Yep, and that's my stuff.
Alrighty. It's now. God, what was your character?
Jeffrey.
It's now Jeffrey's turn.
Yes, it's Jeffrey's turn.
What do you want to do, Jeffrey?
I told you I threw a rock at him.
Throw a rock. All right.
Can it be like a boulder?
Nat
Is it
1.
Oh.
You underestimate, or sorry, you overestimate your own strength. You do one of those, like, you know, when you fake out a dog and it, like, rolls off your fingers, it lands on your toe.
Ow, son of a biscuit!
Jeffrey.
Grandma, why didn't you ever teach me how to throw?
I use this character all the time.
Never. No.
You what?
Your front toes are now broken on your right. So your big toe and your next toe are just crushed. They're pulverized. So you have to like hop and limp everywhere now. It is now Camo Crocs.
Oh, yeah. Reroll
for the random NPC.
Yay! Reroll.
Rumor bar,
So is
you
that
jerk.
technically you re-rolling
Thank you.
if we have a bad re-roll?
Yeah,
if we
I
have a
guess
bad
so,
roll?
because he's
Yes.
you roll- okay.
Yeah, I'm not rerolling that one too
Come
though, because that
on,
was
Rumor
too
bar.
funny.
You
That was
want
good, that was
Nitsage
good.
to live.
Yes, Cactu, our stir fry. This is what all Jeffreys sound like.
All right.
Even you.
Camo Croc, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna stick him with my dagger.
All right. Nope. No, you're not.
Oh, you slippery
Oh wait,
little
I'll reroll for the
reroll,
NPCs. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's better. What's your AC?
14.
Perfect. Just enough. Gosh, what's dagger damage
A
for?
dagger is.
Probably like 1d4 or something like that.
I have one. It's a d4 plus whatever their dex is.
Okay. That's just a good three damage.
A good old 3.
Okay.
Solid 3.
It is now your turn, Granny.
Okay, so
What was it Leslie? What did we settle on?
Lucille.
Did you call me
I called you
Lucille.
call me
Lucille.
Lucille.
Now you're gonna know why they called me Left Hook Lucille in the bare knuckle boxing ring. So she's just gonna like pull her sleeves up, and then you're gonna see like.
Oh no.
Wait, what
was
happened?
that? What was that? Oh no!
Oh no.
Thank you for the
Shadow
donation,
demons
25.
were
One of the shadow demons emerges from behind the crowd, manifesting to claim the contract one way or the other.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So does
Erna.
that mean you would...
He's got them friends on the other side.
I was about to describe Granny's tattoo.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so anyway, she has many tattoos. She's got like a full half sleeve. Yes, and then takes her cast iron pan and goes to whack him upside of the head. And by upside, I was thinking like the backside, but I was saying upside as in like the back of the up.
Okay.
She
The
old.
back of the up.
The back of the up.
No, but I wanted the rainbow.
It's nice. Nice to want things.
Get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what I tell my campers.
From the crowd,
The front of the down.
you see that hand that had dropped the bag extend again, and the skin just goes this sort of shadowy, wispy black and unsolid. It shoulders
Oh my
its
God,
way
do
through
not
the
do
crowd,
that.
stands up, rolls his shoulders back, and they seem to keep going as wings sprout. His legs disappear into this sort of wispy tail.
I'm your insurance.
And he just bolts for you.
No, Jeffrey!
Goes,
No, not the creepy demon!
Screaming and trying to get undercover.
I'm going to try and counterspell the shadow demon.
he's
I'm rooting
he's
for
making
you.
a claw attack.
I want to try and counterspell the shadow demon's
Conjuration?
Conjuration.
Okay. All right. Try that. How'd that work?
I have no idea, but I'll try it.
Okay.
Like you're trying to banish him?
However he came out, I want him to not be here anymore.
You get 3 blues.
Oh, okay.
These are the 50%ers.
Okay. 2!
2 blues.
Ooh.
He, as he's darting
the
for him,
boss.
it slows him down, so he doesn't get that hit in. So he's going, and he like jerks back as he feels something coming from you, trying to stop him from being on this plane.
Okay, so I'll say that's a use for a counterspell.
Mhm.
Okay, level 3. Does he still get his attack in on Mr. Jeffrey here?
No.
doesn't.
You've dragged him back hard enough that
Okay.
he doesn't get to make contact. So he
Gotcha.
swipes just inches from your face. Why do I keep just wanting to say Andrew? What's
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey? I'm gonna
You
write
just want Andrew dead, I think.
The name's Jeffrey. Get it right.
All right.
What's the queen's name again?
Sleek run.
Oh, praise Queen Sleek Run!
My turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna get in front of the shadow and say, no, it's my choice. If you go anywhere close to these people, I'll kill myself and that'll be it for you.
You think death is the end?
You
If
won't
you're
come through
dealing
me.
with Kelrek.
You won't come through me. I have to find somebody else.
I'll wait.
Fine.
He takes 2 steps back, just leans against the wall, and is just grinning at everybody on the floor, just flexing his claws.
Now that is a toothy grin if I ever saw one.
Was that kind of a free action? Do I still have an action?
No, not the bee.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn and look at Mr. Top Hat here.
Camo Crocs
Camo,
is the name.
Camo Croc. Say, listen, you aggressed me first. It should just be me and you.
I'm fine with that. Lucille, stand down. Jeffrey, take a seat.
Where would you like me to sit?
Anywhere, go sit down.
Is it comfortable?
There's room by me.
I'm good. I'll sit over here.
He goes directly across from him.
All right, boy, let's finish this.
All right, I'm casting Chill Touch.
I think I need
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Nope, you don't get anything. It's just me. It's a range attack. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit for sure.
9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Nice. Ouch.
He's got the demons inside me now.
How was
It's so
how was he looking?
necrotic.
You took a chunk out.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap, Jeffrey.
By the way, you all saw it. He aggressed me first by wanting to slay me.
I don't want anybody fighting here at all.
Yeah, we're all friends. I didn't see anything.
You just threw a rock. I'm gonna talk to you later. Well, you tried. You tried.
Yeah, it landed on my foot.
And you with the frying pan. Listen, we're all
Oh,
gonna.
Sonny, don't want to mess with old Granny Lucinda.
Lucille?
Lucy, let's take
He gestures to his partner and just grabs you and walks you back to a chair.
Oh, trying to get fresh with me, Sonny. I see how it is.
Attack him!
Camo Crocs, it is your turn.
You better take my grandma out to dinner first.
Oh, yeah, I raised
Hey,
you, right?
Tadashi Gamer back from Gen Con. I'm so jealous.
Welcome back. I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
You're alive!
fellow awesome
That's
friend.
been all done.
It has been on.
Yay, so many
Coolest thing at Gen Con. Put it in the chat.
Uh,
Tadashi Gamer.
And the correct answer is Dune board game reprinting. Probably not the most
That's
exciting.
probably
Definitely
that's
not
probably
the most
pretty
exciting.
accurate.
For me, most exciting thing.
Oh, lots of fun. I gave tons of shout outs to you.
Thank you. Ta. Ta. Very much ta.
Oh, all of this is taking place, I believe, concurrently during the events of last week. So these
Yes.
are happening simultaneously. What
Yes.
you're seeing now.
Yes.
Mhm.
That is why these three are playing not themselves, and they're playing whatever's in the dungeon.
I'm not saving the world right now.
All right.
She says. Sorry, guard. I got paid to do a job, and I'm here to finish it. I'm gonna go for a slash attack.
Nope.
No, you're not.
And I already used up that reroll. So, yeah, sorry.
He's feeling pretty good about himself right now.
Lucille, you're currently being walked back to the bench. Do you want to take any action? Or are you just still flirting with the guard?
Well, I mean, I got a few years still left in me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that, ma'am. Just have a seat. Let me have the frying pan.
Oh, what did you want to feel up there, Sonny?
Frying pan.
Go back
Frying
to
pan.
that. Ask them. When?
Jeffrey!
When would that be
Jeffrey! Jeffrey! He's not listening to me.
Yes, Grandma. I was busy fixing my broken toes.
Here! Catch my lucky frying pan!
Oh, please.
Hope I'm better at catching than throwing.
Please hit the other toes, please.
Rainbow for you. Wait.
Yes, is it?
One more.
I was thinking you would use it to smack him, but now I don't know what happened.
Not as much damage as I had hoped, but you get just it goes like end over end over end. You reach
I got
out
it,
to,
Grandma.
reach out to grab the handle.
Here it
You
is.
just miss it and it goes and you just go straight back onto the rock floor.
Like the
You're not
comedy
unconscious, but yeah, you got conked pretty bad. What do we?
Grandma.
No.
Grandma,
Oh,
why
that-
didn't you teach me how to catch?
He's like cross-eyed.
Grandma.
This is like an intense thing right now, and it's
It's the demon's turn. He struts down. He weaves out of the fight, leaving you alone.
okay.
And he struts down to the baby that Kelrek had pointed your face to. He palms the mother in the forehead, and she's unconscious. And he just picks up the baby in his claws gently and starts sort of just like tickling its belly, and the baby grabs its long clawed finger.
Just in case you can't beat this one.
And then
It like takes your like the claw and starts sucking on it.
I want him to be like, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Like an evil villain voice.
it is now Jeffrey's turn.
Oh. Well, he's prone on the ground.
Yeah, you're prone. You can stay down, or you can get up. You can do whatever.
Yeah, I'll get up and...
Grandma. I think I'm going to have a seat.
He just goes to sit down on the side.
Perfect.
Can you roll
Huh?
to see if he actually makes the chair?
Makes it to the chair.
Yes.
Thank you.
You sit on what looks like a pretty flat rock, but it was an optical illusion. So you sit and it's like shoom, boom, and your ass just hits the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Just jolts through your back. It is now Mitsage's turn.
I look at the shadow demon with the utmost distaste.
He just smiles back at you.
Can you roll for utmost distaste?
I think it's intimidation. I have a -1. When I release him, I'm coming after you. And I'm going to thrust the dagger into old camo croc, whatever. 2! Natural 1.
I think we have some rerolls if you want to use them.
Oh, there
I
are.
think we have.
There are 2, I believe.
We have one reroll.
A 1.
Might be better to have the natural 1, but just in case. Reroll.
Yeah. All right. Out of rerolls.
Oh, it's a 9. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's with the dagger.
Yes.
4 points of damage.
You push another hole through this poor gnome's flesh, but
be it.
not dead yet. Camel Crocs, your turn.
Oh, you're getting feisty, boy. And I'm gonna go again with my dagger. Dagger versus dagger.
Is that a show? Can we watch that?
Nope.
Thankfully, I've had fighting techniques from being a Quailier, so I'm like,
More than camo, apparently.
yeah. I'm definitely pairing some of these things.
Cam O, more like Cam No.
Are you pairing it with a fine glass of wine?
Oh, I hear a Riesling is quite nice
My
this time of
favorite
year.
right now.
It's your turn. Currently, you're being seated and held by a guard.
Let me see my grandson.
He's over there.
Yes, and I wounded him.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're sitting over here.
No, boy's got to learn to catch a frying pan if he's going to defend himself.
Ma'am. This has been a hell of a morning.
Listen here, what's your name, young man? What's your name, young man?
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fine name. Now,
Thank
I tell
you.
you what, Gary, I
Yeah.
won't tell your mom that you will not let me see
You don't know my
grand-
last name. You don't know my mother.
Oh, I will know your mother, young boy.
What?
She knows a lot more than she's let on
Did you
to.
fix to say biblically?
When I was like, there's no Bibles in the world.
She's
just
been
like-
around for many years. She knows her
Well, that's
stuff.
6 seconds.
Can't be upset. How about 6 seconds? Diva, Andrew, stop it.
Nope. Not at all.
The demon, as the baby is holding the tip of the claw in his tiny little hand, starts to just kind of dig it in a little bit. He hasn't broken the skin, but he's just grinning at you.
You should probably hurry.
The baby's still like, it's not cooing or anything, but he's not crying yet. But you can just see this uncomfortable situation. And it is now Jeffrey's turn. Ass on the floor.
Again.
Well, I'd like to get up. And I think I'll just head over to my grandma to help her out.
He's like still dealing with you. Oh, come on. Just sit down. Just sit down.
I feel like Jeffrey's walking like a woman that just got her feet pedicure done and is doing that walk.
On his heels.
Your
Yeah.
feet are
Absolutely. He's like,
Grandma brought you your frying pan back.
Oh, bless your heart, sonny boy.
And I'd rather not take a seat if it's okay with you, mister.
He says he would not
Sit
like
down.
to take a seat.
Can you roll for that sit, please?
You managed to find.
Oh, good.
Please.
I've got a broken toe. It's
Oh,
very
man, that's-
difficult.
Oh no.
Around.
All about.
Hey, while he's changing it out, we'll go ahead and should we say anything about Long Beach Comic Con?
We're gonna be there.
Hey,
We're gonna be there
at
all
Long Beach
weekend.
Comic Con,
We're gonna be there and not be square.
August 31st
Nope.
We'll be
Yep.
Parallelogram.
and September 1st.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
come say hi. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah, come hang out. We'll have a table.
Yeah.
He's having so many issues right now.
Yeah.
Also, Haley is. What
Yeah.
happened to your
Oh,
shirt?
I didn't iron it. I'm
That kid
sorry.
is screaming. Wish I could
Oh,
do
the
what?
Sahlens one?
Yeah, I didn't iron it.
Oh, but I wore it
That
last
one's
week, so
Mine's
like,
green, so I'm
Alright.
afraid it'll
Winsies.
disappear.
That's true.
I keep bonking my mic. Accidentally.
Then
Can
don't
you
bonk
not?
the mic.
I don't mean to bonk
Don't
the
bump
mic.
the mic.
Please
Don't
don't
bonk the
bonk
mic,
the
baby.
mic.
Bonk the mic. Don't tip
I'm
the
plugged
mic
in.
over.
That
Bonk
sound good?
it, please.
We good.
It doesn't like to be bonked.
I don't mean
Yeah, you sit down. Successfully.
Yes, sit down.
It's your turn.
With much regret, I still am having to attack this one here.
I love
Oh, that's where those come
That's
from.
hilarious.
Good to
Well
know.
done.
I was wondering how we got those little lapel legs.
18.
That'll hit.
I do support the show. I just didn't want to look like a slob because I didn't iron my shirt. That's all.
Oh, what's a D8? Sorry. 7 points of damage with the dagger.
No!
So,
Oh, no.
while still parried, and I'm looking at the shadow demon do his thing to that baby, and I'm thrusting while looking into the shadow demons. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Wonderful. Here's what happens.
Oh, dude, you guys get some popcorn.
So, much like before, you feel that sweet burning through the blade into your skin, into your body. You feel the rush of power and energy as the soul is transferred from the body into the blade.
Feels great.
And you just feel this dark joy overtake you. And you just hear,
Bring out the book.
and the demon puts the baby down, not gently, just drops it on the mother and just starts like pinning people against the wall very quickly. Just
Bring out the book.
Oh my god, right?
Taking out, or the dagger's already out. Sitting down on my knees, I bring out the book and hold it.
Place the blade to the page.
and you see all the pages are just up, like they're just all filled with that black ink on the other side, and they're all just quavering. The skin that is on the book is just reaching out like an anemone, just clinging in all the different places.
Gently, hesitantly, fearfully, and without spine, I place the blade on the page.
All of that energy, that power that you've been collecting in through your arm into your body is now being driven back into the book. You can feel it just.
I almost feel like exhausting it almost, like it's taking stuff out of me.
Yeah, so all this that was, every life you took, how it made you feel good and strong and powerful, that is being chipped away at you as it enters into the pages of this book. You see the pages themselves start to, they're being torn from the book, just these black inky pages just all over the place. The skin starts to grow on its own into this amorphous shape. The torches on the walls all start burning gray instead of red. The warmth from the room is gone. The color from the room is gone. And you just see a great arm just from the spine, and it starts to take shape. And you see it continues to grow. It has to hunch to fit into this space. It has horns and teeth, long jaw that sticks out to here, long nose sticks out to here, horns on the brow, horns here. His limbs seem to go on forever. His arms in particular are very long. His finger is as long as a gnome. Just this massive creature. And he just lifts his head and looks at you.
Thank you
What are your plans?
to fulfill my contract.
And he grabs your head, and you just feel this power just rushing through your body, the same sort of thing. But this is unfamiliar. It's darker than what was in you before, because the souls in your body were souls.
Yeah.
This is something else. You are being imbued with a dark power. And then he says,
This will not be the last time we meet. I own you.
and he looks up, kicks off of his legs, and just goes through the dungeon level, through the floor, and you hear crashing. The second that opens up, you hear explosions happening. You hear 5 great explosions happening throughout Copperforge. And
Wait,
just-
so did you know he was gonna kill it? Because you had the explosions. You knew I wouldn't be there.
No,
to
the
save
explosions are
you.
from the doppelganger.
This
that
is
was
good
tipped last week.
storytelling.
Someone dropped that.
Okay.
into
Yeah,
the
don't
chat.
be don't be
so-
messing with this.
Yeah.
Let it
Someone
go.
dropped the explosions
go.
into the
Okay.
chat. That wasn't planned.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not bad. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just thinking.
No, it's good.
Yeah. So
It worked on it.
Sorry.
you just hear rock, stone, everything breaking, metal screeching apart as it makes its exit. Kelrek is now free from the bindings of the book. You have now been imbued with a special power. A dead man lies at your feet, and you are crowded by a bunch of innocents. The demon, who pushed everyone out of the way, looks down at the baby, picks it up, and flies away. Follows the same path.
Bro, that got Ryan, the sound guy. What power? Yeah, I'm gonna look down at the dead body.
Mhm.
Now, help me out.
Mhm.
So Nitsa just doesn't have this kind of, because he was asking for resurrection.
Yes.
That's not a remotely a spell for my level right now. But I'm gonna see what happens.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look down at the body that I just killed, and I'm going to try and focus that arcane energy that was just put into me,
Mhm.
and see if I can't resurrect this body.
Okie dokie. You put your hand over Camo. Put your hand over Camo's head. It's like instinct is taking over at this point. You have these new instincts.
Right.
You put it over his face, and your eyes go jet black again, and
Right.
everyone again just like shit.
Uh-huh.
The mom is starting to wake up, and you, the body twitches, kicks a couple times. The eyes flip open, and they look pale. They look wrong, and he just sits up, and he stands, and he looks at you with unfocused eyes.
Do I still? The dagger is not. All relic of Kelrek is out of me, right?
You try to expel the blade is gone.
All right, I'm going to.
Um,
I'm going to take out a little dagger that I just have.
Mhm.
And I'm going to thrust it in the side of his head.
falls again.
Dead now?
Mhm.
What have I done?
What the hell was that? I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I quietly get up. I'm going to walk to that bag of gold the 200. I'm gonna get it, and I'm going to place it at the mother's
My baby! Where's my baby?
feet. And I'm going to cast invisibility and leave.
Shit.
Wow.
Shit. As you leave, and this is where we're about to regroup, you realize that those explosions were not caused by Kelrex's escape. Bombs have gone off on all the various levels of the higher disc. So as you're working your way back up to residential, which is your general gathering point, there are tons of dead people. When you get up to the central disc, you see several of Klaxon's machines have been destroyed. Basically, as far as you go, you see destruction and death everywhere. Someone came in, sabotaged things, and blew things away. Thankfully, nothing was beyond the point of total destruction. People are now working to fix one of the discs was starting to go a little bit slower, so they're working to get its speed back up so that it doesn't overload. But you find the rest of your company fairly easily. Do you go directly to them? Do you take time?
Sorry, where were they at? Where did I see them?
You all ended up on residential, correct?
Where did we end?
Because he brought you down somewhere. The doppelganger
We
baited you
followed the guard.
down to residential.
Yeah,
Because
that
you were at
sounds
the guilds. You went down
Oh.
one.
That
Yeah.
sounds
I
right.
was
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
getting I was just strapping on armor with my
Well, right outside
with my
Marshall's.
family, and so we weren't. I don't know if we'd actually met them yet. We were still over here. I was still over here with like my my uncle
Okay.
or whoever it was that came with me,
Sure.
or that I came with, I guess.
Yes.
If I see him, I see him.
Are you invisible still?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
did.
made it
I
back.
did heal
Yeah.
Bubo. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the rest
I
of you
did.
are all together.
Okay.
Oh, you're healing Booba?
Because I did heal Bubo once I brought him back from death, and then I think he went back and got knocked out again.
Is your family all right, Starheart?
Huh? What?
Your family. That's who you went to find. Are they all right?
Yeah, we're here. And the ore is.
I don't know what to do.
I'm looking at family.
I'm looking at family.
You're looking for the
I'm
shipment?
looking at my family.
Correct.
Yeah,
Where do you
about
need
the
it?
ship. The shipment.
The shipment
'Cause
should be
that's why I
coming in the
came.
live gate.
Live gate.
Yeah.
Live
so
gate,
Central
live gate.
disc, live
Central
gate.
disc live gate.
How nice of you to show up, Starheart.
Well, you
Not-
know,
Doing so good over here.
there was a guard.
Probably use.
And I figure if there's a guard, where there's a guard, there's guardianship. And so but okay.
I almost died twice.
Okay, Starheart to the rescue again. I know, you're welcome.
You just
And
take your time.
I
Super gonna die over
cast-
here.
Hush, hush. What's your health at?
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
I cast healing word. What? These are not the right ones. Yeah. Really? You get 7 points of health.
Hooray.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Starheart saves the day.
No, I'm still super not safe.
Maybe Booba, maybe you and I should take a short rest and try and recover a little bit.
Yeah, at the Mockingbird.
Sure, it doesn't matter.
Are you okay?
We just never saw it coming. They just came out of nowhere, and there's so many casualties.
If I'm exiting the dungeon, am I seeing just chaos, people running around and different things and stuff?
At this point, yeah, it's mostly first aid. No one knows where these explosions came from, so they're all just trying to help each other, lift wreckage, that sort of thing. Not so much panic, because everyone who's above ground at this point, or above dungeon level, is military. They're here to fight. They're
Right.
used to this sort of damage. So like guards are taking care of it. There are healers taking care of people, that sort of
I'm
thing.
just like walking, like almost like just through. People are running around, and I'm like,
It's like tunnel vision.
maybe somebody runs into me, and it's like, you know, like something like that. But I'm, yeah, I think. While that's happening, that's what I'm doing. I'm just
Sure.
walking, just aimlessly.
Okay. So you're on the central district, or you make it up to residential?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you go through, your peripherals sort of take in the screams and the panic of everything that's happening, but the details are just muddy. You just see death. I would say from where you've just come up from, you don't know that these explosions were necessarily separate.
I think they're from.
You think they're from
Kelrek.
Kelrek on his way out.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that you feel far more responsible for this than you should.
Yes.
But yeah, so everyone's just, panicking, crying, that sort of thing. But for the most part, they're keeping it together because right now, rebuilding the damaged discs is more important than anything else, because if those overload, the mountain goes.
Right.
But yeah, so you eventually make it to residential. And would you...
I'll say I'll go to see if... I'll go home.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find Bubo. He's not present.
But my portrait is.
I was just thinking about
Is there anything that he left behind? Probably not. Saying that, where they went, what.
There's a note tacked to the door that says, "Welp, see you later."
That's exactly what's there. And you definitely read it in my voice.
Yeah. I'll trickle past the Mockingbird. You said they're in there?
Mhm.
Everyone's in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I see them, I'll just kind of stop and still invisible.
We're taking a short rest. Is that okay?
Yeah. Hoon, there's like an upstairs area with bunks, and he lets you lay down.
Short rest equivalent.
You can use your hit dice to recover hit points.
There's also a button.
There's a button, but I want to know what it means in terms.
You recover health, some spell slots.
But is there a time frame?
It's an
equated
hour.
to short rest?
an hour long,
Yeah,
in which the character
like
is
a nap.
nothing,
It's a good nap.
nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds.
Yeah. Hoon's eyes are just like wide, and he's sort of just also going through the motions, taking care of people.
Do I see them in like panic, or they're just kind of chilling, or what?
It's up to them, I guess.
What are you guys doing here in the Mockingbird?
Drinking.
Drinking.
Okay, so
My
definitely
hit
not
points didn't
panic.
recover.
They're definitely.
Yeah. Hoon doesn't charge you. He gives you food. He gives you everything. Like, customers aren't present right now. He's essentially there just to feed the military. So whatever you're going through, he's here to support. And he lets you know in so many words that the Mockingbird is yours for anything that you need it for.
My hit,
They don't go all the way back up. You're getting some.
no, nothing changed.
I mean, you can use up to
That's weird.
Short rest.
you can use up to however many levels hit dice.
I'm just gonna do it
7.
manually because nothing's changed.
Yeah,
So when you
same.
use short rest on the thing, I don't think it will also add your hit dice back. You have to
Oh.
roll that separately.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh.
you
you healed.
My bad.
Well, I had 8 points, so I'm just okay. I
Okay.
adjusted.
it should tell you that mine's like
have
1d6.
Was it D10? D10 plus 1 then?
Yep.
What
And
is
then
it?
so you roll that and you use it
Okay.
and take a short rest.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming mine are D8.
It's a D10 plus 1?
No,
don't
mine
know.
is.
Per
Yours
class
are-
is different.
What
Every
does
class
it
is
say?
different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yours is probably a D10 or something like that. It should go up there and touch it. Scroll up, touch short rest.
It doesn't.
It should say it right
It
there.
doesn't say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
D.
hit die.
1,
How
8,
many can I
So
plus
D8
take?
is 2.
As many as your level is, 7.
So you can do 7.
Do I have to take all 7?
No, you don't.
You
have
can
to.
roll as much as you can to get to your
Got it.
desired hit points.
Oh.
So it'd be 2 plus 1. So that's your first roll, right? So now you're up to 3, or you gain plus 3 hit
Oh,
points.
and then we can do it for that many times. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
When
I
you
only
take a
needed-
long rest, though,
Yeah,
you
so you don't need to
gain,
use all of them.
Half of it back.
you gain half of the hit dice you roll.
So I need 1,
And you're gonna add 2 to each time you roll.
2, 3. Oh, I'm fully healed after 2.
Nice.
Nice.
There
Must
you
be
go.
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I. Bubo, are you here?
Yep.
Okay, so are there napkins or anything around? Like
There's towels, yeah.
towels? No, I need like of the earth, like paper.
On the place where it says to take.
Oh, like here presently in this room?
No,
under
in the
your
Tequila Mockingbird.
class,
Yeah,
you
he's just
actually
got cloth
click
napkins.
An Xbox.
But I mean, if
It'll
you're looking for
say
something
that
to
you
write
tracked
with.
them,
Yep.
But it won't score them.
He's got paper.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
doing.
it.
Yep.
Boobo. Boobo.
What?
I slide over a piece of paper that's face down.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. So I drew you this picture. It's you. You can put it next to your other one.
And you confirm.
Thank you.
Touch it again. Confirm it. There you go.
It's
Did you
It's-
roll to
I
see what it
did.
looks like? Oh
and
no.
it's I mean
Endearing.
the head has a neck and there's
Okay.
a torso, the limbs are right.
Okay.
You know, you found the right colors somehow, and here you're like smudging different beers and stuff. It's like a weird watercolor sort of situation.
Who has the
I'm
alcohol
an artiste.
in front of them?
Me. All of us?
I go up next to Aura, invisible.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. who has the alcohol in front of them and not touching it? Does everyone have their hand on it?
I mean,
Hoon poured himself one, and that's sitting on the counter because he's tending to other stuff.
I go up and you guys just see the beer move.
Can I make an insight check if I would know that that's him, or just
You would just know.
I would just
Yeah.
nice, nice of you to join us.
It was me. It was me.
What was you?
I did this.
What?
What did you do this time?
Everything. Is everyone okay?
Well, no, not everyone's not okay.
No, I'm.
There's,
Yeah, I almost died twice.
there's an explosion on every level above the dungeon.
I know it was my fault. He's released.
What?
He's released.
Oh, did you finally finish it?
It was the worst. I don't think I.
Who'd you get? Who'd you get? Tell me.
What? What's
I
going on?
I'm just going to pound my drink, like
Mhm.
just chug it, and then I'm going to walk to Nitsage. And are you on a? Where are you in really? You're probably next to her. Okay, so I'm just gonna climb up on a stool and I'm going to smack you.
Okay, I'm
He's
invisible.
invisible.
Okay, wasn't there a drink somewhere?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
just let me
so-
know I'm invisible.
Okay, I'm
going to
gonna
be hard to do.
smack the air. Then
You can try at a disadvantage
I'm
I'm
gonna roll twice.
gonna try.
and pick the bad one.
Nope, I rolled twice. You said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I hit. I didn't even hit.
Well, what's the lowest one?
2.
Yeah, you definitely don't. You just swing. The message gets across. Hoon is legitimately freaked out. He's looking at you all like you're strangers right now. What's that? Oh, thank you for the raid, Dark Aardvark.
Rainy people.
Thank you for the raid very, very much. Thanks for joining us, friends. We're in the middle of a rough little, tense little, sad moment.
It was awful. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to have the power to help, and My father always told me I was good for nothing, and I just wanted to be good for something, and I just didn't know what to do, and it came with so much promise of power, and it's nothing. It's nothing.
Are you still invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's happening? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean this was you?
No, the explosions were planted. They were bombs set by a doppelganger that was hired by the orcs.
No, it doesn't make sense. I released Kelric, and then the explosions all happened.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah. Must have happened at the same time.
Whether the explosions are my fault or not, I released Kelric. And it's not good. I didn't get the resurrection power that I wanted. It's something more
Wait,
demonic.
what? You did all that work, and you didn't even get the powers.
I was fooled. And now it's everyone's loss.
Can you do anything?
Yes,
Well,
it's not good.
Hoon very quietly takes his floating tankard back and then just starts filling it up. He's not blinking.
Oh.
Rubber Bard, thank you. Sitting in the inn is a tiefling in black and red leather armor with a large, magnificent hat, plucking at a lute. Where he came from, nobody knows, but all know him as Morthos, Master Bard. Some say he is a demigod, and some say he is mortal. DM decide.
That's real.
Dude, you throwing some freaking characters in this game.
Good, so good. At least they didn't blow anything up this time.
Not yet.
not yet.
Don't poke the rumor bard.
Boink, boink. At least we've got dinner and a music theater. Dinner theater. That's what I wanted to say. I was gonna say dinner and a movie, but I was like, "There's no
This
movies."
is Jeffrey.
Our life is the movie.
He's gone. He doesn't exist. Twice. Thank you. Thank you.
Is Kelric still here?
I don't know. I was in the dungeon. I ended up there somehow. I killed somebody in that dungeon. He wanted to kill me anyway because I just appeared there, but I mean, it seemed to work out.
Sounds like you're in a heap of trouble, my friend.
We're all in a heap of trouble. The
Did
city's
you bring
been
this guy?
attacked.
Sorry. What?
No,
I brought
just because
myself.
he's a tiefling doesn't mean I know him.
No,
No need
not
to worry,
you.
friends. I mean you no harm.
Nitsage.
I've never seen him before.
Is part of your powers.
I've known as many names, but they call me Morthos around here.
And we know him. Rubarbard said we know him.
Make a history check to see if you do.
Okie dokie.
This dice is poop.
17.
18.
4.
13. Yeah.
18.
So Aura and Bubo, you've heard stories of this person. He has traveled the world several times. They say he's been to places that no one can get to. He brings back stories and poems and just great epics that he spins yarns, and he often implants himself into these heroic tales, and nobody knows whether or not he was actually a part of them or if he is just, self-aggrandizing. But he is famous across all the lands. And true to what he said, he is known, in this area at least, as Morthos, but he is known by many names elsewhere as well.
Oh, yeah, I know this guy. This is Morthouse. How are you?
Morthos.
Morthos, friend.
Morthouse. Nice. Great.
I like to be where the stories happen, when they happen. Something told me to be here, today of all days. I took a breath, and there were explosions, and there was a demon.
Can you stop breathing then?
Is that a threat?
No, it's just a wish.
You're fun. I like you. What's your name?
I'm Bubo.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Morthouse.
Morthos.
Morthos. Got it.
And yourself? You're famous in your own right, Captain.
Nice to finally meet you, Morthos.
He tips his very long hat at you.
So what exactly told you something was going to happen here?
Something of a sense. I don't know, I've always had it.
Uncanny,
It's also nice to meet another of the fallen, as it were.
of course.
Little one,
Ah.
hello. I've not heard of you.
I haven't heard of you either.
That's fair.
Yup.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Morthos.
I heard it was Mort House.
Yeah, that's his name.
Mort House?
Yep.
Mort House.
Morthouse.
You'll find that I am endlessly patient. At any rate, I wish you all the best of luck. That same feeling tells me you're all entangled in this somehow. All 4 of you.
Oh, that's just dandy.
Does your tingly sensation tell you anything about orcs?
Well, yes, I suppose. I do know you're about to be overrun by Kurluk and all of his men. Unfortunate, very, very messy business. He's smarter than he looks, you know. That's what they say. I've never met him. Not yet. If he takes over the mountain, I'll meet him.
So are you any help?
I can be, but I like to not get involved unless I have to.
Oh, I think you have to now. You're involved. You're here. Okay, 4 is now 5. You're involved. Welcome.
Bold for such a little one, isn't she?
Can I make a history check if, like, there was ever talk of Morthos altering the endings of the stories?
Ooh.
Like, if
Go
he
for
had
it.
anything to do with how things went
wicked.
down? Oh, please roll high.
Do it.
Is this, sorry, history?
Mhm.
Okay. 19.
It's fairly similar to what you already learned, where just because it's just this, the tales themselves are famous, and the events are always true. What happened is always true, but the way he tells them, he is often a hero.
Right.
You don't know if he tells the truth when he tells these tales. Even with that check, you're not sure.
Right. Well, a famous bard like yourself, this could be the story and song of the century.
I've got my tools ready. He pulls out a stack of parchment and a pen.
But this bard could be full of rumors. One might say he's a rumor bard.
Waka waka.
That?
You guys get it? Because Rumor Bard put the characters.
Please talk amongst yourselves. I just want to get the details right. That's all.
Oh, here.
And I'm gonna, throw like a, what is a decent amount of money?
For a
Depends
famous
on-
bard.
What is just a decent amount?
Decent?
Like a gold?
Yeah, gold is decent.
So what is a really crappy amount?
copper?
So like
No
2
money at all.
copper.
And a half.
He catches them between his fingers, between his knuckles.
Okay, so sing me the tune of this one, and what was it that you did? Nitsage. I can't believe you! Sing a song about how much I hate him. I
And-
want a song full of hate.
And how he got really cool powers that apparently don't work.
I'm
Smiles
gonna grab
politely,
some
puts them into his pouch.
more alcohol.
Nitsage remains silent.
He pulls out his lute.
Yes, he does.
This is the tale of Nitsuj the Wise. Made a contract with Kelric the Black. He fell before he tried. He'll never stand again. Nitsuj the Wise will be there at the end. Doo-doo-doo. Just kind of.
That's freaking tight. Good job, Danny.
Kinks.
That was really nice.
So let me get this straight. You're wise.
No.
No, I said bad.
It was a sarcastic song. No offense.
Nope. I understood it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I get it now. It makes perfect sense.
We all make mistakes. You've lived through this one.
That was not a mistake.
We will not live through this. I cannot help the way I wanted to help.
You have changed the world forever. That's exciting. You should be proud. You'll live on forever.
Can you
Just me?
just not just stop?
He just tips his hat again, goes back to sit around. I'll be seeing you all soon.
I can't believe you!
Perhaps we should take this conversation somewhere more private.
No!
He leaves.
Okay.
Yeah. He's made himself known. And he's... So, to kind of tack onto your role, there are also rumors that see him as sort of a harbinger. Because he is always there when something happens.
He's like that news anchor that's smiling during a tragedy. And
Yeah,
like, oh God,
absolutely.
I just want to punch you.
It's all good to him. Like, any great change, great turn of events, he's just overjoyed to be there for it.
This sounds like such like a Greek sort of like portent something that's it's super cool.
Yeah. And Hoon, again, is just draining his mug, staring at you three, and aware that you're somewhere in the room because of his floaty mug.
Right.
And then once
It
he
goes
drains
away
it...
after an hour, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He fills it up again, he puts it down for you.
Is Karlik done with you?
For now.
For now.
What do you mean for now? I thought you completed the contract.
I believe we will see Kelric again. And the Shadow Demon.
Well, hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be ready for him.
But here's the thing, Aura. I don't deserve to live anymore. I can't... I can't consciously feel like I deserve to be here after doing such a impossibly dumb thing. I'm smarter than this.
Well, I could use a new roommate.
Why don't you?
I thought you were going to have resurrection powers. It was going to be cool.
Oh, I resurrected all right.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
And?
The man I killed came back to life.
Well, then you've got your powers.
As-
Huzzah!
As an undead.
A what?
Make an Arcana check for me, please, while you're on this line of thought.
9.
Do you have any...
No.
You sure don't.
9.
No.
I'm just
You remain in this headspace.
Starheart's just sitting and stewing with her beer.
Hoon looks like he just found out a bunch of his best friends like murder people in alleys. He's very uncomfortable.
This is not what it looks like.
No, Hoon, this wasn't me.
I believe you. I am just on... Demons, monsters, freaking Morthos in my bar.
Yep, you're famous now. You're welcome. People will know of Tequila Mockingbird for centuries. And you're the owner. Congratulations.
My uncle would be so proud.
That's right.
They will
You're
probably
welcome.
come in flocks now. But I'm sorry, Hoon, you haven't experienced much outside of Copperforge, but it's ugly out there, and sometimes your hands get dirty.
Well, I still trust you. You're welcome here whenever you want to be.
Thank you.
But try not to drag demons in here. I got an axe and a broom. That's about it.
Looks like it's only welcome for the 3 of us then.
Hmm.
She stares into the invisible void.
By now, it's sort of
Okay.
popped off.
I'm just like, there's tears and like he's got like alcohol. Like he's never drinking. He's like he's drinking alcohol and just like like on the verge of like little bits of like when he burps, you know, like there's like little pusses of like foam coming out of his mouth and all that stuff.
Like grab him firmly
And then-
by the shoulders.
Wait,
And
are you
Boo-
not
Boo-Bo.
invisible anymore?
No.
No, he just popped out.
Yeah.
Bubo realized he was standing uncomfortably close to him the whole time. Right here, like, oh, goodness. Oh.
I get that you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're full of woe and regret, but taking yourself out of the picture doesn't fix it. You fixing it fixes it. So stay with us and we'll take care of it. We'll make it right.
Yeah, fix it. Or else.
You've never put the whole world at stake.
Nope, that's why I don't sign contracts with demons.
So you're just gonna kill yourself? That's gonna fix everything?
Should have got
No.
a portrait.
You live and you fight another day.
Stewing.
I'm not a fighter. I don't know what else to do. We can't take on a demon god.
You've got your magic. Fight with your brain. This is your gift.
My brain is what got me into this.
Then don't use that.
Then use this from now on.
It was crushed years ago.
So where do y'all go from here?
Oh, jeez. I guess after the short rest, I'd like to go help what I can of repairing the discs.
Sure. Fizzbinkle is on one, Klaxon is on the other. The one on the political level where things first exploded, that's the one Fizz is on. It's already almost completely repaired.
Okay.
And he's got machines working with him. He's got his tools. He's fine. Klaxon's taking a little bit longer, but he's got help as well. He's
Okay.
got people in numbers.
Maybe I'll just do status checks up on them, then seeing they
Sure.
have all the hands they need, because I know we still need to go get that.
Yeah.
We need to bring that silver blood.
The dead are being collected,
Mhm.
and they're being gently put into the tubes to be brought up to peak for what will be later funeral rites that they're currently holding until after whatever this onslaught is. So they're putting them into the temples. The injured are being healed. You see Jarrett Valmir, and you see the signs of him everywhere. He's taking people in who are missing limbs, and he is starting to do what he does best, but he doesn't have enough because he's waiting for that. But he's doing what he can.
Jared, I'll take my team up and we'll get that shipment in.
Good, please, as quickly as possible.
Of course.
It should be arriving soon.
Are all of you guys hanging out with Aura, or what are you guys doing?
I can come back and get you guys and say we need to escort that shipment. There are many injured that need it badly. We need to make sure it gets here.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm in.
You're coming. So are you.
I'll be here.
Finish your drink, Starheart. Drinks. Please.
I don't want to go anywhere with him.
I take last swig of alcohol and immediately regurgitate everything I just did.
Oh, God.
I get
Somebody
that.
take care of him.
Hoon, do you have a towel for him?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I've got it.
He gets a towel wet with warm water, and he starts kind of like dabbing at his face and hands the towel off so he can take care of the rest of himself. And
Starheart. I understand that you're unhappy with Nitsage, that you don't like his choices, but we have to work together right now because a lot of more people are going to die. If we don't get the shipment in, if we don't get prepared for when the orcs come, we need to stand together. We both almost died without you.
Yeah, well, you lived, so I don't know if you need me anymore. Nitsage didn't.
He thought he wasn't good enough for any of us, and he clearly didn't think I could do anything. I'm just a stupid little gnome. And I'm just gonna go that way.
You hear a...
I found one.
Oh god, it's
Too
He
little, too late.
reaches
Elvin.
behind his cloak and he pulls out this man who is bound and gagged. His eyes are wide and darting around.
He's one of those cultists.
Well, then why don't you save him for your stash and minus him from the 100 that will owe you?
Fine.
And just disappears again.
Oh my good lord.
Starheart, we need you to follow us.
You going after her? She walked out.
Yes. I almost died twice. Would have been a third time if you hadn't shown up.
So you're heading down to the live gate? Okay.
I'm following her.
Okay. So yeah, you go down. There are...
Good, let's split the party again. I'm kidding.
So you, several of the tubes are down. So movement, there's actually lines to get through the tubes to the different levels now, which makes for dangerous fortification because the military is now being basically funneled. So you have to wait your turn before you make it down to this central disk. Central disk has now recomposed itself. Klaxon is not far behind you. He has completed his work on his disk. This is another hour or so that has passed. And he is regrettably gesturing for people to clean up the broken clockwork animals that he made that got blown, that just smithereens in the blast. But I mean, he's looking at them like he's lost pets. These are his babies, and he's just like waving goodbye, but he doesn't have time to be sentimental.
Where's Bizbinkle? Is he around still?
Bizbinkle is on the
He's
political
still-
level.
he's
He was
still-
fixing that
okay.
disc. He's also done by now, but he's going around just tinkering and fixing whatever he can. That's just his prerogative. You make it down, make it over to the live gate, and again, you're essentially in charge anywhere you go that the queen isn't. So they step aside for you to step out. Is there anything you would like to load up on before you exit the gate to go down to find your delivery?
Is like anyone of our allies around, Clack or Minnow, or is anyone?
Clack is not currently out. Klaxon is on this level. So he's circling his things. And I mean, he's gruff, but he is friendly toward you.
No, I was looking for someone that we could like take with us if it's just the two of us at this point.
Oh,
You spot Bask out of the corner of your eye.
So just to let you know, while we were walking out, Booba went and caught up with her to talk to her.
Yeah.
So why don't we...
So I don't know if we were randomly all, or if I was like forcibly just kind of pushed.
We can retro that so
Okay.
that Booba, whatever you want to talk to her about, you can talk to her about.
Or we can.
Your skills are needed, Starheart. We are so proud of your skills. The ones that aren't drinking and knowing little.
Shush. I'll come for you, but not for him.
What about Aura? I just want to know that in the upcoming battle that is to be had, that you will be there to have our backs, because we need it.
No, I'm not gonna let you die.
I would appreciate that. Last time, you left, and I almost died.
You had a
Twice.
guard. You had a guard. They're supposed to guard. That's
Wasn't
why
a
they're
guard.
called guards.
Super fake guard.
Well, I totally thought
Wasn't
he was
real.
a guard. He looked like a real guard.
Yep, he was pretending.
Hey, are you guys going outside?
Who are you?
Bask, how's it going, man? It's
Oh, I
been,
thought he
it's
was down.
been a little bit. No?
I thought he was down with them.
I don't know this one.
We were giving them a moment.
We
Oh,
retroed,
so
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry. Yeah, because they left to go to the live gate, and then I ran after her to bring her with us.
Check.
We were leaving
Mama
while
mistake.
you went over
Yes,
to her.
you were leaving. So, Moral of the story: you leave like you did last time. We die, and by we I mean me. Twice. Nearly a third time. Super good at dying. I don't like it. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh my gosh.
I've only got 2 lesser potions.
Come on.
Gonna need your skills, lady.
I said come on.
Well, then let's go. Let's catch up.
That's why I said come on.
Well, come on.
I'm coming. You
Great.
go.
I am going. I'm walking. Don't you see my legs moving? Left, right, left, right.
You make it down to the central disc. Holy hell. So you make it down. Bask approaches you all excitedly.
You guys are going outside?
Yes.
Yeah, what's
Can I
it
come?
to you?
You want to go outside?
What are you off going
That's
outside?
why they call me Bask. He throws his hood back, and he is one of the only tan gnomes in the
Right.
city. Like, your cousin and him.
Bathing.
Yeah, that's how he got his nickname. He's
Funny.
like, listen, I hate being cooped up in here, and if I have a reason to be outside, I am more than happy to join you, okay?
Fine, but this is a recon mission, so you need to stay quiet.
Yeah, super quiet. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, be quiet. Listen, I'm the sneakiest son of a bitch here, and look, there's nothing for me to do. They blew up the pit. That's where I make my money. I just need something to do. I don't even want to cut. Just let me outside.
Alright, I want to insight check him, just make sure he's on the level.
Okay.
Prove your sneakiness.
I was just thinking that. I was like, go over there and get the drink. Oh, not
Prove your
good.
sneakiness.
Only
Maybe Star Hawk.
See,
do
I
it.
was just like, yes, it's
Five
reasonably
points.
inside.
Wouldn't make
It's
sense.
Was that
5.
5? Oh, God. You have inspiration still from last go around.
Oh, are you saying I should use it?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just reminding you what you got in your toolkit.
I want to save it.
All right.
Alright then, if it's sunshine you need, come on then.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Wait.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa,
Whoa.
Where
Whoa.
have I
Whoa.
done you wrong?
whoa.
Whoa.
Bask,
Yeah.
Back.
prove your sneakiness right here, right now.
Yep, I had to prove my sneak. You sneak right here. You sneak.
I got you connections to Elbgabber. I got you info on the Queen. I threw a... You helped... Well, granted, you helped me throw a fight, but, we threw a fight together.
I
What
don't
do I
know,
need to do?
Boobo. Does that sound like sneaky to you? Because that doesn't sound like sneaky to me.
What do I need to do? What do I need to do?
I need to see the sneakiness.
I'm sorry
What
about
do
that.
I need to do?
Star Hawk. What's in the immediate area?
Yeah, what's in the...
Because are we at the live gate?
You
It's
are...
being welded?
No. The main gate is being welded.
Main gate's being welded.
The live gate
Okay.
in the west, on the west side, is being... Basically, they're prepping for your exit. And that one is currently going to be opened soon, but they're waiting for you. Cab is still down here. Klaxon and all of his clockwork animals are here. The military is here. Everyone is basically just waiting for the word to go out and just start fighting. This is the main infantry level, and there's some folks. The people on the horses are currently outside the live gate. You would know this because you're part of that meeting. So they're the forward forces that are waiting and will give word when they spot somebody out there. So they're out the live gate currently, and there's also some outside the main gate. But that's essentially what's here. And what would have been the pit, which is a normal social gathering level, is currently not there. There's art pieces and stuff like that because the central disc was meant to be a sort of mingling level. There's not a lot to do here.
What if I want to tell you to do something sneaky, but I don't want them to know what it is? Can I whisper it?
Well, I mean,
Just pretend to whisper.
characters
We
don't
won't,
know.
Our characters won't listen.
Okay. But that's true. I forgot. Diva forgot. Okay. Okay.
What distinguishes you from Bubo? Because you're both Quailier.
a lot of things. You
Oh
racist.
my
thing.
God.
I don't know what you guys look
How
like.
dare you?
How about height? Huh? How about
my
Police just
silvery
go
hair?
1 week,
yeah,
Diva.
blonde hair,
And my
black hair,
ice blue eyes.
Good. I
And
got
my
green
portrait
eyes.
hanging above my fireplace.
Goodness.
No, I know what you look like, but I don't know what he looks like because I've never seen you. I just know what you are. Not that. No, I'm not.
Oh, why is it again?
Let's just say there were some robed people
Oh
that,
my
that Starhawk was very confused about.
Yes, the robed people wearing dark-colored robes.
Yes, those
Yes.
evil robed people.
Well, I'm wearing actually a blue robe.
That's fine.
Please, are you wearing a robe? What are you doing?
Oh.
He's just in the buff all the time.
Da-da-da-da.
You got
I've
leather armor,
Yeah,
and
I've
you've got like a
leather armor
crazy
with-
shoulder pad
Yeah,
that
pauldron,
Dumeril sits in.
and I think I've got like
Dumeril?
mail on too, or something like that. So, you got leather and oh gosh, there's something else.
I don't think you have mail armor and leather
So what
armor.
do you whisper to Bask?
Do you? Come on.
Play.
No,
Play with us.
I don't know.
We're
I
just
don't know,
messing
I
with
don't
you.
know, I don't know.
I'll let you think for a moment. All right, Bubo wants you to what's the word? To get
Acquire?
acquire. That's the word. I want you to acquire a piece of artwork that resembles me.
What?
There's art that's strewn about from the battle. So find one, steal a piece of artwork.
I can't will something into existence. I can take something that's here.
Yeah. So, find something that looks like me.
But listen, if you want me to go, I can just go.
No, I want you to be sneaky and acquire a piece of artwork.
That looks like you.
Yup.
Exactly like you.
Well, as close as you can get. That's not my painting above my roof, because I swear if you go into my house and get my painting.
Where would I find such a thing? Have you hired somebody to draw your face?
I did that once.
Oh, it was
Again, if it's not that painting?
Nope.
I don't like you.
I thought there was artwork strewn about. due
That
to
looks
this
like
battle.
you. Yeah. Oh, clearly, but it's mostly statues and installations. He's
Well,
like
there's got to
gesturing
be
to
one
this-
that kind of, sort of, maybe looks like me. Table talk, I secretly
so
hope it's
sorry.
something that's like completely not. And you're like, ah.
I am willing to accept a plan B before I go on this fool's errand.
Do wanted posters count? They definitely did blow up that dungeon that one time.
He looks at you very hopefully.
Are you going to have
Do
something? Because
something.
I'll plan B it.
Okay.
All right, fine. I thought it was a great idea. I literally just want more artwork in my room.
Okay. He disappears.
No, I got some.
So much for Bask.
I got some. You know those the guard. What weapons do the guards carry? Is it swords, staffs? What?
Long swords. So long swords and long daggers. So like shorter
Alright.
than a short sword, but
To prove your sneakiness and your worth,
Yeah.
I'd like you to acquire a guard's long dagger without the guard knowing
Oh,
you've taken it.
please, I did that in my sleep when I was in,
All right, then get to
Alright.
sleeping. Make it
All
done.
right. I'll be right back.
he disappears for a few minutes. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh
mimic
my
named
gosh.
Chomps. Oh no!
Just
Oh
wants a steak a week.
yes. Oh my gosh. And is house trained.
Jeez,
I
that's
like
great.
that specifically.
Jeez, that's funny.
Chumps.
Oh no.
There you go.
It likes to act like
That one's for you, Bubo.
as long as it doesn't kill me twice.
Hello, Games and Gains. How's it going, friend?
Hi.
Games.
So Bubo's, not Bubo, Bask has gone for a little bit, like 20 minutes or so. He comes back with 2 items. He's grinning really broadly as he's carrying the longsword. I wasn't kidding. I do this to pass the time. It's yours. Listen, they make so many of them. I don't even feel bad. And
All right.
so he gives you one. It's got the royal crest and everything on it. It's clearly expensive,
Oh,
but
he
also
legit
very
got
nice.
the longsword?
Yeah, and he's like, and you will not believe what I just found. It's impossible. But look, and he pulls out this framed painting of your face and he hands it to you.
Did you go into my house?
Much smaller. Much
Oh,
smaller.
it's visibly does not look like
Visibly
the same
small.
thing.
No, because yours almost takes up like a wall.
Yeah,
it is a
giant.
large portrait. This is like a bust portrait of your face.
What in the...
This is what you wanted. Come on, this is a twofer. I have earned my keep.
You must have a
This-
fan base here in
This
Copperforge.
is exactly what I wanted.
I think you have an admirer.
Look at it, it's me!
That is you.
But small! Take it.
It glomps down, like, the face that is your face in the painting just goes like, and just all these teeth show up and it goes, and locks on your wrist.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing.
Oh,
and it does,
what painting is this? I didn't ask you to get a painting that's gonna eat my hand.
It does 1 damage to you, which is not as bad as it could have been. And you try to like drop it and put it down, but it finds itself like attached to you, or you find it attached to yourself, and you can't really shake it off. And it's sort of like the frame bends around your arm, so it's like you're wearing it, and the face that is your face but isn't your face with all these teeth and a big old drippy tongue is staring up at you, just like.
What in creation? I take the long dagger that he had just given me. Try to stab
Stabbing
it.
yourself.
Oh no! Roll an attack.
Okay. I don't know what to do with it. I've never seen this thing before. Great. What's the stats on that dagger?
Actions. Oh.
Is it a regular dagger? Because it's a...
I thought you had a longsword for you.
It's a long dagger, is what.
It is a long dagger.
Then I don't know. A regular dagger
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a
So
D4.
it's like short sword stats.
Okay. So, short. Okay, great. That's 17.
17. That will hit.
Then a D6 for damage. Then.
Uh-huh.
4.
Plus your dexterity.
Okay. 6.
All right. You stab into the painting, and it sort of just like slides up your arm, kind of out of the way. It doesn't look like it wants to attack you again. It's kind of like licking its chops.
Oh,
and again,
it's friendly.
it's like your face still, and it's like.
Oh.
And it's
Oh,
trying
my.
to emote, but it doesn't know how with these particular like. So it's like, one eye's a little bit bigger, but it's trying to like make a smile, but it's by someone who doesn't know how to draw really anymore. And it's just like.
Oh well, this is weird.
Well, Boobo, you finally get to love yourself.
I kind of like it. This is
Of course
nice.
it does. It's your face. Of course you...
Angry. Does it need? Do you eat? Oh, it likes food. Anybody know what this thing eats?
It's trying to eat you.
I know.
It kind of like the eyes like and look at your other arm.
No, you can't eat me. I'm not food.
Can
Are
I
there
just-
any like provisions nearby from like the
You
guards?
have provisions on you.
Yeah.
You have
No, I'm
food.
not feeding him mine.
Yeah, there is food that is being stored for the oncoming war. Yes, there are rations around you.
Great. I grabbed some, standard terrible military
Yeah.
like hardtack or whatever,
Yeah.
and I attempt to feed him.
You like hold the
that.
bread in front of it. It's like and you hold like some like
Eat it.
compressed fruit or something. Like
Oh,
you find an overcooked, really leathery piece of meat. And it's like
got it. You like the meats. All right.
it resolves itself into a shape that looks very similar to the armor you're currently wearing.
Uh-huh.
And so like your upper arm is now just carrying him, and it just looks like the rest of your armor. You just
All
hear
right.
kind of pleased purring noises.
I shall dub you Meaty McMeface.
I will say you are inspired to call him Chomps.
Oh, that's right. Have somebody know somebody that should come up with that name.
Chomps?
Yeah. Pipe in on that real quick for me, good. I shall call you Meaty McMeface.
And I shall call you Chumps.
What she said. Oh, he likes yours better. All right, Chomps it is.
Can I pet it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pet a
But
portrait.
it just looks like, well, now it looks like his armor.
Armor.
Oh.
So you just like, it's kind of sticky, kind of leathery, but it lets you pet it.
Can
And
I give it booze?
Takes the mimic to Arby's.
it shifts away from the booze. It doesn't.
We like the meats.
It's like the mimic to Arby's.
Because we said that.
Because I said their
they've got the meats.
slogan.
Okay, so
I didn't know
I
that
didn't
was a
see
slogan.
that coming.
Yeah, clearly.
But I did find a painting with your face, did I not?
Well, to be fair,
To be fair.
yeah.
So I can come?
I say we bring them along.
Yes, but.
Yeah.
Oh, there's butts.
Of course there's butts.
But
Just don't do anything stupid.
Oh, man, me stupid. Hey, listen. I've been. Bad example. I've been playing both sides for a long time. I come out ahead. But I'm not out to hurt anybody. I'm just here to make a few bucks. I don't even want money. I just want to hang out.
Well, hopefully that's the case because someone has a bounty on your head.
What?
And with that, I'll walk away.
What? He just like follows
You
you.
coming?
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm a pickpocket. So the people at the live gate step aside as you all leave, and they all just kind of look bask up and down, and they're just like, "Are you sure? Yeah.
we're not sure.
Nope, never sure.
Okay then." In this, and the lowest portion of the door, because all the doors are multi-level, multi-tiered for different purposes, opens just wide enough for you all to exit. You find that there are horses waiting outside for each of you. They pull another one along for Bask. Pony for you, because you're little.
Nitsage is still very much melancholy.
Yeah.
He's just in his own mind right now, kind of not really interacting with most. He just kind of basically a kite on a string because Or told him to come with him.
Yeah.
Bubo,
Yeah.
do you think you could send Doomerl scouting ahead to see if he could get eyes on the convoy?
Do you think you can send Doomerl? I don't know. Ask him.
Hailstone, go.
Hailstorm takes off.
Doomerl, join him.
They both take off. And they both report back similar findings. They give you impressions in your mind of people gathered on a vehicle on their way, maybe 300 meters or so. Really not far. Not meters. That's kilometers. They're 300 kilometers away. They're coming up through, and they've been taking a long, windy path to get to the live gate because they've been informed by Wisp and his agents of where these encampments are. So they've been avoiding them at all costs. So you have an idea where they're coming from. You know where to meet them, and so out of the gate, you would want to turn north and follow on the downslope side of the hills at the west. And you just kind of keep along that path, and you should arc into each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that then.
Yeah,
Head
immediate
north.
danger. That they saw.
They've named the cricket Chirpy McChirp face.
Yes,
Aw,
chirpy McChirp.
Chirp face.
He's very excited today.
He's
Yeah.
super excited.
This is temperature excitement.
Oh yeah. We're experiencing lovely Southern California weather.
It's like,
I'd like to do a perception check just to see as we're riding.
Mhm.
Make sure everything's kosher.
Sure.
Yeah. 23.
23. On your side, leaving out of the gate, everything seems to be in order. You're still passing other soldiers on your way out. They have various posts and tents along this area, and everything's pretty guarded here. And even what you can see ahead seems like, yes, this is pretty empty because intel has told you that they're planning to fully storm the front gate because that's the one that the orcs know about. So you coming out of the live gate is less of an...
Oh no, we get the monster! Reroll blessing for the emo book nerd.
Hello.
Surprise, here's also a monster. Think diddly Nate.
Surprise, he's also a monster. I'm a
Here's also
There's
a
also
monster.
a
Oh,
monster.
So that was a monster
Surprise, he's
drop.
also-
We hit 100.
Oh, yes.
It's
Thank you
monster
very
time.
much.
Oh, thanks, Deadly Nightshade.
Oh, it's monster time?
It's monster time.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is.
Thanks, Lita.
I'm going to have to hang on to it for a second. But yes, it is monster time. And
Did
I know
you have
exactly
to
what's
chomp
happening.
it?
I did.
It's a blessing interview roll.
Yeah. For you.
Yes, and the reroll is specifically for you.
Excellent.
So make sure you guys get
Copy
that.
that. I'll write down in my stuff as well too.
Run, Shaggy. I mean, Nitsage.
So you round the corner. You've been traveling now for about 25 minutes, uneventful. Bask is just chatting because now he's nervous. He's really trying to get the information out of you.
No, but I mean, really, it's just, professional interest. Who's out to get me?
That's classified. You know they don't share that information with us.
Right.
But
But if you knew, you'd say something, right?
I mean, lucky for you, last I heard, no one had taken the contract, so...
Not worth their time. Not worth their time. Oh, good.
You round the corner and you see a wagon with a red crate in it, very similar to the one that was in your ship that was sunk. You recognize it immediately as the cargo that you are looking for, but is just on the horizon. You're not anywhere particularly near it at the moment. As soon as your eyes lock onto it, you see a large stone crush the horse's rib cage that is pulling the cart, go through it, and wedge itself into a tree.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Oh no. We need to get that shipment. By any means necessary. And I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
We should have brought Cab with us.
Should have brought Cab with us.
Oh, we should have brought Cam.
Probably should have brought Cam.
Yeah. Really should have brought Cat. Is that the Cyclops?
Where's the Cyclops?
Oh, good. Yeah, we should have.
Oh my God! And you see what through the stone is a very, is a huge creature, gray skin, dragging up another rock in its other arm. You recognize this to be a stone giant. These are the hill people, and they're working for Kurluk. You've been warned by Cab that he's been rounding up the hill people. And he's just going straight for the horse.
Right.
So right now he's leaning down to grab the kind of pulverized meat.
How far away is this?
This is, say like 15 miles ahead of you. Like it's just so you
like
can see it.
far.
Like you gotta get
Okay.
there.
We gotta gallop.
Yeah.
We gotta take off.
Are you
Yeah.
ready?
I mean, it's a clear shot. The road is level. But yeah, right. He doesn't seem particularly interested in what's in the cargo. He's just like, you would assume that someone just told him, go stop that thing. And so he's,
Okay.
so everyone's just galloping, I'm
Yeah.
assuming at this point.
Yeah.
Also
Agreed.
cast mage armor at myself on this point, which I'm already at 17, so it must have just rolled over, which is fine because it's an at-will thing.
Am I still wearing the armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Of your family? Yep.
I still have mage armor on because it's 8 hours.
Alright, the furthest I can attack from is 120 feet. Bubo, what's your range on your longbow?
The longbow is 150, and I can also cast spike growth at 150 as well.
That could help us.
Yep, that's my plan.
Alright.
Okay. Enough time passes for you to catch up, and in the meantime, because it is a while, he's eaten the majority of this horse, and any bits that are a little too chewy, he takes it back out of his mouth and crushes it again with the stone.
He's made of rocks,
Pops
right?
it back in. Huh?
He's made of stone?
No.
Okay.
No, he's just, I mean, he's very tough-skinned and everything, but no,
Okay.
he's just called a stone giant because of
Copy
what he
that.
uses.
Copy that. Okay.
They tend to live in caves and all that stuff.
Okay.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. But yeah, so he's got some creature's leather draped over him, and he's got a club slung across his back, but it seems like he seems to favor just a plain stone as a weapon. The people in the cart you can see that they've been firing at him. He's got crossbow bolts like sticking out of his arm and stuff. They're not even really bothering him. He's just,
Great.
he kind of sits down cross-legged and he's just eating while these people are freaking out. They're starting to draw their swords as you arrive. There are 4 people on the cart, all armed.
What's in the
crates?
It's the silver blood.
That's
silver
the silver
blood,
blood.
moon blood. It's the
Silver-
stuff we
silver
stuff we
blood.
need
silver
to
blood.
get. It's the
Okay.
shipment we were waiting for. So as we're coming up, Bubo, do you want to?
Yep. Oh, I can cast and shoot him if I wanted to with my bow.
He's not even doing anything. He's just hungry.
Should we
We'll do.
just try and get the cart and get away from him then?
Yes. What would you recommend? Oh, great one with superpowers.
Do you have a better idea?
Oh, still me?
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Except for not killing him.
I'm gonna.
Does he have like yellow markings on him though? So like
He's not branded.
No.
Much like Cab was branded slightly, but this fellow is not. He's probably convinced. He doesn't look right.
Just have Starheart charm him again. Be our ally.
I have a retort for that.
And where did you put it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yup. I'd really like to know what that retort is.
Well, now I'm trying to remember what he said that I was gonna retort.
are you?
Roll initiative, please.
Ow.
32.
Oh, that's not right.
$21.
21. Okay. Oh,
10.
10. Okay.
12.
Also 12.
Rochambeau.
Who's at the higher dexterity?
Oh, that too.
Who has the higher what?
Dexterity.
Plus 4.
I think I've got 0.
Yep.
What if I also had plus 4?
Well, it's like the higher initiative. It goes.
Okay.
This aura has plus 7
Your
initiative.
dexterity is 10. Oh, I don't think you don't have a modifier for your dex.
Oh no, that's just it. Yeah, there's no modifier for my dexterity. Plus 0.
Perfect. Okie dokie. It is Bubo's turn.
Of course it is. Well.
Where?
Oh.
To the rescue! No ballad
Favorite. We really
Stone
need.
Giant.
We really need to invite him to be a part of our party, like all the time. He's
Fear not this oversized oaf. Pentagon Twinkletoes is here. He's got his little lance. He's coming up behind you guys.
Does he supersede my turn? Or
No, absolutely not. He's at the back of the round.
Well, you should.
Yeah, I know, right?
As we're all like, what?
Great.
Thank you, Valen. And thank you, Bard. Thank you, everybody.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is this like his brother because it's Twinkle Toes?
No, that's
No,
his
that's
name.
his name.
Paragon
Sir
Twinkletoes.
Paragon.
I thought
Or was
it
it
was
Tiny
the
Toes?
Tiny Toes.
Tiny Toes.
We have Tiny
Tiny
Toes,
Toes.
and this is Sir Twinkle Toes.
Yeah.
We'll say it's. I think it's the same guy. So we'll call him
right?
Tiny Toes. It's Tiny Toes.
It's Tiny Toes.
It's Tiny.
Or is it another one?
Could be his brother. I'll let that be Valen's choice.
Tiny Toes.
No, he meant Tiny Toes. All right, so it's Tiny
We
Toes.
got you, Fallon. We got you.
Paragon, Tiny Toes.
Great. I will cast Spike Growth at the creature.
Mm-hmm.
So he is slowed from movement, and
That's a good thing.
it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it tries to travel.
Okay.
And then I will fire Orithil Longbow at
Okey-dokey.
him. Hit 6. Do I get an advantage of any sort? Are we coming up behind him, or are we coming up unannounced, far enough away?
You're
50 feet?
far enough away to get advantage on the attack. Yeah.
What does that mean for me again?
Just roll 2d20s. Pick the higher.
Great. Boom. All right. Excellent. Where's our dice cam when you need it?
What'd you
my
get?
God.
What'd you get?
2 natural ones.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh god, I can't let this go.
Oh.
Look at that
But
dance.
Oh, no.
What?
Was that
So-
something special, even though it's pick of the lower or higher one?
And you rolled it twice.
I mean, come on, 2 ones. I gotta make this count.
Oh, this is gonna be nasty.
It's pretty good.
You are in such a rush to get this arrow knocked.
Super distracted by Mr. Tiny Toes.
Yeah, exactly. So Tiny Toes comes around the corner. He's like, ah! And you're like, what? Orithil. Your bow catches on fire.
Oh, what the fuck?
And we're gonna leave it up to fate.
No!
You want blue.
Okay.
Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue.
Excellent.
Twang. And the arrow just falls, is just burning the grass that it lands on.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What are you gonna use?
I believe you have another attack that you could make? Or do you have 2 actions or just 2
It was what I cast the spell,
Okay.
the spike growth, and then
Okay.
to shoot.
Check.
So yeah, that's all
Check,
I got
check.
there. Bonus action is bonus I can cast Hunter's Mark, so I'll cast Hunter's Mark on the rock troll.
Question.
Okay.
Isn't
Stone
spike
giant, by the
growth-
way.
Thank you.
Andrew,
Huh?
isn't spike growth and Hunter's Mark concentration?
I don't know. I don't know this game.
I feel like they might be.
On
I'm
D&D
sorry.
Beyond, it'll be a black diamond.
Concentration?
C.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you can't do both of them, eh?
Correct.
Correct.
Great.
Sorry.
One drops the other.
Excellent. I'll keep spike growth up.
Okay.
Can Chomp mimic a longbow?
Wow.
You want blue.
Come on, Blue. That's a great idea. Come on. Come on.
He
Come
tries.
on.
He's not there yet. I'll let you try again on your next turn.
I love it.
He's like trying to figure out how to like.
Yeah, so right now it's just like your arm just goes like, it's like silly putty, just like, it's like
Damn it, where's Qui-Gon when I need him?
Aura, it is your turn.
Okay. Since I'm hasted, I'm gonna do a double action. First, I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast because I think we're close enough. We're within
Okay.
120 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay. And that is a.
Counterspell.
What?
Counterspell.
It was a 19 to hit.
Oh.
Oh my good gosh darn.
Do I know it came from him?
I'll do counterspell at
Perception.
3rd level.
For my cantrip?
That's all I got. I
Okay.
can't do anything else.
Perception to see if you can.
Oh,
see.
don't hurt him.
Oh,
Just
okay.
talk with him.
That's true. So far, he hasn't. Outside of those guards, he hasn't really been hit.
Fine. Do you think you can talk to him?
Well, I guess.
It is your turn. If you're yielding your turn.
I'm doing my toothless thing.
Uh huh. He like. And it's just you see horse jaw sticking out between his thumb and forefinger.
Does anyone speak giant?
Was there anything? Can I do a?
You do.
I don't know if this is a history check or not. Can I do something where I try to remember any words that Cab has said, like repeatedly?
Sure. Make a history check.
Natural 20 plus 1.
Sure. You remember some conversational giant.
Okay. Sweet.
You spent a lot of off time with Cab.
Okay.
You just gotta tell me what you're saying. I'll-
Oh, I thought you were gonna figure that out. Hello.
Hi.
That's a nice horse you have there.
He peels off a haunch and dangles it at you. It's about your size.
Want some?
Okay.
This is my Khaleesi moment. Okay, I'm gonna pass my flask.
This is what I drink.
It's not actually.
Oh my gosh, this is so gross.
Are we kind of out of initiative right now, or?
We're holding for this turn and figure out what's happening,
Okay.
and then we may or may not be back into
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna eat a bite
Mhm.
of this.
Sure.
Okay. What do I say to it? What do I say?
Friends?
You're not with them.
Which one them?
He gestures. There's like another arrow, like ding.
Oh.
Them?
Wait, was that your arrow?
No. It's the 4 people whose cart this is. The
Oh.
people who are bringing it to them.
Oh no. Wait, are we with? We're not with them technically, right? But that's our stuff. But we're not with them. But are they already dead or are they alive?
They're alive. The horse is
They're
dead.
alive. The horse is dead.
They were sitting on the cart. Horse was pulling the cart. And now they're not on the cart. Now they're like, fuck! It's a giant!
They don't appreciate your rocky magnificence, but I can help them grow to love you.
And that's time for your turn.
Okay.
It is now their turn, the guards.
No, I'm not throwing anyone under the gun. We're figuring this out.
Alright. 2 of them hit.
Disabled.
I'm trying to get them to all just be happy.
Loud and slow. Universal language.
Daniel, that's so great. That's so great.
Thank you for the cheers. Oh, man. And yes, Valen, I will be doing that as well.
I'm reading that
Are,
down. Oh my
are they
God,
before
it's so
Nitsage
good.
or after Nitsage?
They're before Nitsage. You are
Oh,
Nitsage.
okay, great.
Yeah. They do enough damage to draw his attention this time. They've like dipped their arrows in something. They did something to make what they were doing before actually.
And
fuck them up.
my turn's up.
Yeah, that was your time.
I can't. Darn it! I should have yelled to them to tell them to stop.
And yeah, they just boom, boom. 2 of them miss because he's so busy, just like he's emphatically chewing and trying to talk to you. So it's like thwing, thwing, and the other one's like, do. One gets him in the cheek. He's like, and he just turns around. He starts to stand up because he's been sitting, just munching this whole time. That's their turn. Nitsage, it's now your turn.
I'm going to cast tongues. I'm going to touch Aura, cast tongues on her. So now she can understand giant.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, she understands. Spoken as creature, you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, the target when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understand what it says. So that's the giant. Yeah.
So I can understand the giant, and the giant can understand me?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, cool.
That's pretty wicked.
That's fine. Dope.
Basically, it's tongues, right?
Yeah.
So, they yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Thanks.
All right.
Nice.
It is now the giant's turn, if that's your turn.
It is.
Okay. The giant gets 2 attacks, and he's going after those 2 who just hit him. And he's got a big rock in each hand. He pulled up with him when he stood up. He's gonna chuck him. Oh no. That one and a definite hit. So the first one, he tries to pull up this stone, but it's apparently a much larger boulder, and he tweaks his shoulder, and he's going to take some damage for that.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I should have done
But the second one, super duper hits. Oh fuck.
Can I retro
Sure.
important use?
Okay.
I'm gonna retro it and give him a 6 to hit instead.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, then the second one.
A roll of 6.
Yeah. So then he throws it, and something's like he probably because he's jerking from this side, and whatever little like wink you gave him, he's just like, and the rock just drops and crushes like another leg of the horse. Like, oh, his lunch. So sad.
But he can still eat it, right?
Huh?
You can
Well,
still.
I mean, yeah, probably. He's intending to.
Isn't it like tenderized now?
Yeah.
Smushed Jello, still good Jello.
Unfortunately, now it is Paragon Tiny Toes' turn.
Don't worry, friends. I'll slay the beast.
Oh no, this is where I get smushed by a giant.
7.
7?
I'm giving you a 7 to hit.
Okay. Lucky for me.
I saw the one. I was like, I should have waited. But I'm supposed to do it on the. I think before. Yeah, whatever.
That is fine.
What is it
But
that
yeah,
you're
it's just like,
doing?
and he, because the giant is still recovering from that miss, his weight is off. So Paragon just glances by his leg, and so he continues on his little tiny horse, and he's about to round back and try and come for another swipe. But now it is Bubo's turn,
Oh.
and I'm going to see if your mimic has gotten with the program yet.
Sorry, Danny. It says you must choose to do so before the roll. You can replace a roll in this way only once per turn.
So you used it on someone else already.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Once per turn.
Yeah. So that one was. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So Paragon actually did.
So he did get the 1.
Is that how that works?
It's like you use your
So he got what I rolled instead of the
Well,
other.
you used it on the giant, right?
No, I used it on one of the other. Nope. I did it right. Because the other guy, I had replaced it before.
Okay.
I'm supposed to call it out before the roll.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Yep,
No worries.
all good. He still misses.
Na-na-na. It's getting better. It's not there yet. It's bow-like. It's a C
bow-ish.
shape, but it's kind of like flapping in the wind. It's still like at the center where you'd grip it. It's sort of like its open mouth. It's trying to retract its own teeth so it doesn't cause you any harm. It's like trying to be a good boy.
Trying to be a good bow.
It makes me think of something Hagrid would have.
This is very
Absolutely.
sweet and dangerous. Yeah. So the rest of your turn is yours to do as you wish.
Great. I don't have the long bow. The tongues thing that he did, was that only for one person?
Yep,
Just
only for Aura.
Only for Aura.
So you just hear boo boo boo.
Yeah. Is she next after me in the initiative? lineup?
Aura is next, yes.
Nitsuj, what do you want us to do with this thing?
We can use him as an ally.
For what? Who's gonna talk to him?
Starheart knows Giant, and now Aura does.
Alright, Aura, you speak to him.
Alright.
So it's passing your turn.
My
Cool.
turn's up.
First, I'm gonna say to the people in the cart, hold your fire. And then I'm gonna dismount the horse and walk the horse over to the giant and say, in giant,
Oh my god.
we will not harm you any longer. Please accept this offering.
Make a persuasion check. He's still mad because he's been hurt.
Oh, not good.
Can I give her my reroll?
It's a 12, but I mean,
Man, that one was meant specifically for you, so I'm gonna
Okay.
yeah,
Copy that.
I have an inspiration. I guess I'll use my inspiration now. So that was a 12.
Is that allowed in reroll?
Oh, much better.
Nice.
Math. 18 plus 6, 24.
Oh, yeah. He, like, looks at them, pulls the arrow out of his cheek. I don't like them. But thank you. And he just takes the horse. You want some?
Sure.
He puts like, you know, like when people very skillfully like gut a fish with like a small knife, he does that with his finger with the horse. He just cleans it, chucks the guts behind him and like splits it and starts like pulling off, you know, edible parts and peeling skin back and all that to like get to the meat and prepare it for you. He's taking his time now. It's not just ravenous hunger. He's actually trying to make a meal for everybody.
How cute.
Oh, how precious.
Cute.
Starheart, can you heal his
What?
wounds?
She's a vegetarian too.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna.
Oh shoot! I forgot about that.
The other, or were you doing anything else with your turn? Or are we just out of combat at this point?
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. What? My notes.
I wish I would have known. So I have to beat. No,
No, you're going to add that to your
I
roll.
add that to. What do I have to beat?
I don't know. It's
No,
a Danny
I don't
question.
know. Oh,
Roll high.
Oh.
14.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's disgusting, but you're fine.
Yeah, I know.
So everyone is out of combat except for fucking Paragon because
No!
he's Paragon.
But but don't I have a turn?
But you do have a turn. Yeah.
Oh, please
Or
tackle
what?
him.
Can I? Okay, I freaking tackle him.
He's on his horse with his lance out.
Is your bow working yet?
No.
It's like there's like a tongue hanging out.
It's just. I go to pick it up and it just.
If I yell to Paragon, would he hear me? No.
He could hear you. He might not
could
listen
hear
to
me.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Okay, really quickly. To giant man. Giant.
Okay, friend, I need help. That man, we must stop. I need No, wait. No. Me, rock, tiny, throw, me.
You
Him.
can understand him speak.
Right. You can speak to normal. But yeah,
I know my brain doesn't compute.
he picks you up and he's like, okay.
Okay.
And he lobs you at Paragon Tiny Toes. We'll see how he did on his throw of you as a missile.
Oh my god! It's the easiest way to.
Is it?
Yeah.
Much better than expected.
Yeah, it was.
But now
my
you have to
aim
make a
is
dexterity
true.
saving throw because
I
midair
can't
you're
see
gonna have to
this one.
maneuver yourself around because he's still got his lance out and is charging directly in your direction.
I believe in my
Starheart skewers.
Wait, what was this?
Dexterity saving throw.
It's up top in that square. So
Yeah, this one's gonna 9.
You get a
you
plus
guys-
0.
You guys reroll. You have blessings. You have like
You have
several
4. You have a
blessings.
bunch of rerolls.
Okay, I'll use a.
Oh, sorry, a bunch of blessings.
Blessings.
My mistake.
I'll use a
Inspiration, I
blessing.
could've
Is it?
saved
Wait,
my
what's a
six.
blessing? D6.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, so what do I have? 9.
I was like, blessing, yes, a blessing.
Going on.
Okay,
Oh.
that's better.
No, 15.
15 is enough.
Okay.
You just, with incredible speed, this creature,
right,
this
yeah.
giant is stronger than you can fathom, and you are whipping through the air like your cheeks are
Meteor
as you're-
Starheart.
Yeah, just whoosh, and like before, like you have just enough time. You're this close to him before you're even aware that you had left his hand. That's how fast you're
But I
moving.
did it majestically, right?
No.
Okay.
You like, because you get close enough, you see the lance, you're like, yipe, and you roll out of the way, and you basically headbutt him in the chest off of his pony, and you both just clatter to the ground. You take no damage,
Okay.
Shocking.
but you're both on the ground like, what's happening? His visor has come down over his face, his little body is like writhing.
Oh, buddy.
No, I've gone blind.
I'm gonna lift up his visor,
Oh!
and am I on top of him?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, I just have to ask him. I say,
I saved you.
My lady!
There it is.
Yep.
Should I do it?
What would Starheart do?
What's her do?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting like revved up on this energy.
It's
I'm gonna say like, I have saved you, and then I'm gonna grab his cheeks, and then I'm gonna kiss him on the nose.
You're adorable.
He turns beet red.
Yeah, it does.
And he, his
Check
face
me
just
out.
completely flushes. He's like, this is most irregular. He takes off his helmet, he pulls out like a handkerchief, and he's like dabbing himself. A token?
And then I,
It's like,
if you wanna see a regular, you should come on down to Tequila Mockingbird.
I do not imbibe, my lady, but I will see you there.
I will see you there.
he hops on his little pony and he just trots off.
Very well.
The horse is running super fast for some reason.
Oh, I have a paramour.
Tiny toes.
Is that a band?
Oh my god.
It's
So the giant is now pacified. We are out of combat, and this is just enough time, I think, to start wrapping up for the evening.
Okay.
The shipment is on the wagon, so you're able to grab it should you so choose.
We'll hitch one of the other horses up to pull it, and then I kind of want to talk to the giant a little more and just see if I can get any information and see if he'd be willing to come to our side.
Yeah, very similar to Cab. He explains like he's been strong-armed into this position, which is both like, oh, okay, you seem like a decent dude, but also slightly unnerving. The fact that they can strong-arm a stone giant into doing their bidding means that Kurluk really is living up to his reputation of being someone who is powerful and smart enough to round up the hill folk and make them fight against their will.
Right.
But yeah, he's happy to return with you. Okay. And yeah, he does so. I mean, he keeps kind of like eyeing the horses that you're on, but he realizes that you're riding them, so he doesn't want to eat them. So he's like taking his time with the. But he's like done a good job of like he's flint knapped himself like a knife, so he's really like cutting like the hunks out and everything. He's like dispensing them to everybody. I mean, like ridiculously large, like giant portions to everybody. So these gnome guards are like struggling under the weight of their
Make
cut.
sure you inquire about the giant's relationships to Cyclops.
Cab.
What is your name?
DM moment of what?
Sorry, rumor bard was rock,
Paper, Cyclops.
A new game coming.
That's cute.
Phil?
Fell.
Is it 'cause you fell?
No.
'Cause you... Okay.
How do you spell that?
F-E-L.
Nailed it.
F-E-L, he says. Do you get along with Cyclopses?
Oh,
That makes
sure.
more sense.
Yeah.
I'm like falling from
He
heaven.
explains like all the hill folk generally, it's like once they're adults, they just take off on their own. They try to mind their own business. They're very solitary unless it's time to bed down and mate and propagate and all that stuff. But up until the latter part of their life, they stick to themselves because it's really hard to feed one.
Oh
So
my
just
gosh.
naturally they tend to go on their own.
I have a question.
But they have no
Is he a man giant or a woman giant?
man giant.
What is Cab?
Cyclops, man.
Okay.
No, Starheart, you can't breed them.
No, you said propagate and they go to their place, and I was
Yeah.
just thinking little baby giants would be really cute. We'd
Yeah.
have an army.
But they
An
have
army of
3
baby
eyes,
rock
or
salt.
They have like 1.5 eyes.
Oh my God.
But like, They wouldn't be ready in time because an
They
elephant.
wouldn't
An elephant is
be
pregnant
ready
for
in
One
time.
eye,
a
one good eye, and
year.
a lazy
Like,
eye.
3.
One eye.
It's all right. I'll cheer them on.
Flying.
Purple people eater.
People leaders. That's all right. I'll cheer them on. Grow faster. Grow faster. And then they'll be ready in time.
Yeah.
That's how it'll work.
You even know just from your own sort of common knowledge, actually, most of you do that. Even if giants see you on the road, they have a tendency to leave you alone. Like they really want to be left alone. They want to leave you alone. They just want to eat. They find occasionally they'll get into livestock, but they won't like attack a farmer if they chase them off. They're like a bear with a conscience kind of thing. Like they're like sorry and they'll like fuck off. But they're so like you get the idea. Like they're very gentle people. They just happen to be freakishly large and strong.
Right.
So like the fact that you're offering him, asylum instead of like, hey, fight for me or you die,
Right.
he's already on board.
Okay.
So should we talk to him?
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we've been.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Where's Cab?
Cab is still in Copperforge.
We're like on the way back to.
Yeah, you're on the way back. You have the box.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to pick up my broken bow
You do so.
and take that with me.
You have it with you.
I'm gonna
Get it
cast
fixed.
mending on the broken bow.
Really?
I don't have mending. I lied.
Then don't
you have
cast.
Thought I did.
Why would you get my hopes up?
Well, I saw a message. I
What
don't
kind
know.
of powers do you
I saw a
have?
message and minor. I don't know. They got. Mending.
How do I?
Maybe we
You do
can
not.
find someone that can
Klaxon, I'm sure, can fix it.
more with tinkering type things, but perhaps. I'm sure there's a woodworker at Copperforge.
Maybe he can make you a.
I'm wondering if
Robotic.
I can.
I know. Maybe it'll be
Longbow.
super cool.
I don't even think it's a spell that I
Raise the bow is
can
undead.
learn right now.
It's usually a
Rumor
an
burn.
cantrip.
Is that gonna- he can raise the bow as undead.
Ah.
Oh, it is.
Son of a bitch.
Raise the bow is undead. Sorry, I just caught on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been really helpful for me to have had mending.
It's all right.
That's okay.
So you all go back. You check the crate. It does contain what you need. It
Okay.
has the vials of the silver blood. It's exactly as it. It's a lot. Make a. What kind of check should that be?
Medicine check?
No, because it's not. Its intended use is not medicine.
Oh.
He uses
Arcana?
it for. No, we'll make this history check. Make a history check for me.
Okay.
All of us, or just Aura, or
Hey, yeah, all of you can.
5.
12.
what's cocked? Hold on.
17. Wait.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
18.
So you two,
Ooh, nature check.
you just from robbing people forever, you maybe have seen this much of this stuff, like a couple drops worth.
Of
in
the
your,
silver blood?
Yeah,
vial?
in your like entire life. It's very rare. It's very expensive. This stuff is like, it is the equivalent of just a truckload of gold. This is worth so much money, an incomprehensible amount of money. That A, it's insane that Jarrett Valmir could even afford it. B, that it was just carried across in the open like this. Like all of this
Right.
is just strange. But it's just the fact that it's like, oh, like this is very precious cargo, even if it wasn't for helping people and healing people. You're just like, holy crap, like where do you find this sort of thing? And with that information, we're gonna wrap up for the evening.
Excellent. Are they just in like vials, or how are they stored?
They're in long vials. In my head, I don't know why. They look exactly like Voss bottles, basically. They're,
That's fair.
they're like thunk, like that exact size and length. They're just these cylindrical bottles
Okay.
in crates, and they're padded with straws so they don't knock together or anything like that. We didn't have time, sorry. And then, yeah. So, thanks everybody for tuning in for Sahlen's Legacy. And we'll see you.
What
I think we'll see you next week. One of these weeks I'm not here. I think 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shimmer Bard. It's a difficult thing to try and separate oneself from. Yeah, your character.
Oh yes, read.
Ooh, we must read.
Great, great.
Thanks,
Alright.
guys, and thanks for the giant that
Thanks
might
for the fun,
fight
yeah.
with us now. Thanks.
Guys, they keep befriending your monsters.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
good at that.
And
And
Friend
there's a
them.
friggin' tiny toad.
Friend them all.
friend them all.
He just up and left on his
cool.
horse. after I kissed him?
He went back
On
to
the
Copperforge, so
nose.
he's just heading you off.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna meet you at To
You
Kill a
want-
Mockingbird.
You wanna date him?
I-
You wanna kiss him?
I don't think Star's
So-
ever had like I don't think she's ever had like a romantic interest.
Nope, it's gonna be super awkward.
It's totally gonna be awkward.
Can't wait for it.
So funny.
I'm so excited.
We are going to be rating quests and chaos. Give them lots of love. I'm a super thorough D&D. Yay, cool. So say hi. Tell them we sent you. Give them lots of love. Be polite. Be nice. Be all those cool things. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support, financially and otherwise. Just thank you for being here.
Thanks
We
for being here to
appreciate you guys.
watch.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you, Danny.
And
Good job.
Yay. Yay.
Yay.
We did it. All right.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.